live on both TikTok and YouTube. I feel so, I don't even know. I gotta look at two screens. I have to look at both screens. So I feel some kind of something. I don't know. I'm just gonna wait for everybody to get up in her. Let's turn this on just for lighting. Hello, everyone on TikTok. Hello, I am streaming on both TikTok and YouTube. On both TikTok and YouTube, and honestly, feels a little different. Feels a little different. 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 I'm gonna turn this a little more, put it down a little more for TikTok. Um, hello YouTube, hello TikTok, hello everyone. Welcome to Water and Earth Science Sunday. I'm just taking this a little volume down. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. I am making it do what it do. Hello everyone on TikTok. Hello everyone on YouTube. Welcome, welcome to Water and Earth Science Sunday. We're gonna get started in just a minute. I'm just waiting for people to get in here. We've only been live for 2 minutes now, so I'm just waiting for everybody to get in here. Hello everyone. Hello. We're gonna get started in a second. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, wonderful day. Wonderful Sunday. It feels good to be live on both YouTube and TikTok. I don't know, but the angle for YouTube is kind of like you can see my whole entire body from my body, so it's kind of like, um, yeah, a little weird. It's like I feel like I have to sit up now, and it's okay. That's all right. That's all right. So if you are on TikTok and you want to follow me on YouTube, it is at House of Charvet, and if you are on YouTube and you want to follow me on TikTok, it is at House of Charvet as well. This is cool though. I am going to enjoy this. So hello YouTube, hello TikTok. Welcome to Water and Earth Science Sunday. We're about to get started with the readings. And how we usually do this is we start with all signs, we read for all signs, and then we walk into water signs, and then we go to earth signs, and then we end it out there. If you are a fire or earth sign, fire or air sign, I do not do fire or air sign readings anymore. But if you would still like to put in here somewhere, just let me know. And if we have time, we would definitely still do like a fire or air sign, general or specific, depends on how it goes. Okay. So, welcome everybody. Welcome TikTok, welcome YouTube. Let's get started. We've been on live for about 4 minutes now, almost 4.5 minutes. We're about to get started now. I added some rooms, not all the rooms, there's about half of the rooms in here. So I added some rooms to the tip jar so we can get some different things as well. I'm gonna have to change these though because I feel like I can't really grab the rooms out of this jar. So, but we love our tip jar. We got our two tips already. So the first one is reflect. We should go TikTok first because that's where the OGs are. There we go. We have reflect first. And there we go for YouTube. Reflect is yes, yes. He always wants to be here. TikTok, you can see him perfectly fine, but I mean YouTube can see him perfectly fine, but TikTok you can't see him, but he's all over the place. All right, and the second one is create thoughtful plans. Reflect and create thoughtful plans. I feel like stop scratching me. Stop. I feel like this is kind of telling us like let's reflect on where we go wrong. And let's fix that. Let's reflect on where we go wrong. See where we could be better. You know, look at where we go. Oh my God, he scratched me so good. Thank you for liking the live. He scratched me so good. But yeah, reflect for the person who just came in on the YouTube. Um, reflect is the first one and create double plan. So yeah, I feel like this is basically talking about like looking back on where fall short or where we aren't our best at, and create thoughtful plans that keep that keep us in our what do I want to say that keep us in our you get what I'm trying to say. I don't want to have to say here well on the right word, but you get it. You get it. We're about to get started. I just want to say hello to everybody. We are both once again live on TikTok and on YouTube. So hello YouTube, hello TikTok. If you want to follow me on YouTube, it's at House of Survey. If you want to follow me on TikTok, it's at House of Survey. So we got two different cameras set up right here. But YouTube, TikTok, we always do this. So let's do this. Let's go. TikTok is where the OGs are. Some of you have transferred over to YouTube, but my dog got me really good. Dog. Scratched the dog mess out of me. Okay, let's go. We're going to start with all signs, and then we'll move through. Let's see what we're going to start with today. We're going to do water signs first or air signs. Or earth signs first. Let's see. I think it's been a lot. What are we? Are we earth signs or are we water signs? We're going to start with first today. Of course, we're going to start with all signs first, but then what are we going to move through? We're going to move through the water signs first. We're going to move to the earth signs. Which one are we going to do? Water? Water? All right. Water signs it is. I see a fire there. You said do some fire too. Maybe if we have time, we'll do a general for fire signs. Um, but yeah, okay, we will start with water signs. Of course, we'll start first with all signs, and then we'll move to water signs, and then we'll move to earth signs. All right, sound good? Sound good? Sound good to me. Let me just get I have to keep up with what sign I'm on here. So I'm going to get a pen tool and just do Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and then we'll do Virgo, Capricorn. What's that other one? Oh my God, how does this happen? Taurus. Taurus. Sorry, Taurus. It got a little crazy there. Okay, let's get started, y'all. I want to keep y'all moving. So create thoughtful plans to reflect. That is the basic message for today. We pulled out of this. That's what we pulled out for the tutor. So we will get started now. So all signs. Let me grab. I got 3 decks out here. I feel like I need another deck. The Ganesh's deck is down under, down right here. We're definitely gonna need that Ganesh's deck. What card is this? Okay, let's put that away. Hello, everybody. Though I hope you are having a wonderful Sunday. I feel like there was a okay. All right. Me, honestly, I'm super tired. I've been tired these past couple of days, and I've been literally trying to stay consistent with y'all. So every Sunday we are here. If you haven't been here before, we are here every Sunday, and I am testing out. Um, well, I grab these first, so maybe we will start with these today. That's a little different from what we usually do. We are on the road as well on TikTok to 1,000 followers. So we're getting new decks when we hit 1,000, and yeah, so that's pretty fun, pretty cool. My deck is upside down. This deck isn't usually red in reversal, so even if they come out upside down, we're gonna flip them around. Yeah, so let's start with all signs, and then we'll move into water, and we'll move through earth, and then we will end it out. There is already a card. There it is. All right. Give us a second to shuffle these things. All right. Thank you so much for the like and the live. I really, really love you guys on TikTok. You guys are really absolutely the OGs. Absolutely the OGs. This is our first time testing it out on YouTube. And also on YouTube, guys, thank you for liking the live as well. Let's get started, though. We already have cards coming out, and I really don't know if I want to take it. I'll be super honest. I don't know if I want to take it because This is around Three of Wands. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. We're not going to be like that. Let's take it. We have the Three of Wands, though. Going back to the creating the thoughtful plans, the Three of Wands talks about creativity. It also talks about passion, though. It talks about your passion here. I'll show it to you on YouTube as well as TikTok. The Three of Wands talks about creativity, though. How you move through your creativity. And I feel like right here with the reflect and create thoughtful messages, messages, create thoughtful plans as your first messages. I feel like we need to get back to our passions. It's time for us to get back to our passions. What makes you feel passionate? What makes you this is the reflecting thing. What makes you feel passionate? What makes you feel ready? What makes you sit up at night, right? And think about like planning and typing. I don't know if that's just me that does that. Do you do free questions? I'm sorry, I did not do free questions. Then the live will just take so long. I've done it before. Like I have done it before, but it's just the whole thing. But going back, thinking about like I was saying, I don't know if that's just me that will sit up at night and literally just make a whole plan for something that I just thought of, and then wake up the next morning and literally start doing it. Literally, this is how when I was a teacher, I started a after school program for production for kids. Amazing. It was amazing. I honestly wish I would have stayed doing that. Um, I let my emotions get in the way. This is that reflective thing, creating thoughtful plans. Well, how can we take the things we're passionate about and create them now to be stable, to stand on, to be on a solid foundation? What can we do to recreate these plans, these passion projects, right? And then we have the tower and we have justice. Some things might have fell apart, you know what I'm saying? We have the seven of pentacles here. I mean the seven of coins here as well. The seven of pentacles. We have the two of pentacles under that talking about change. Um, some things have fell apart, and we've had to look over the things that we love to do, and we've had to make decisions. We've had to make decisions uh, for life. You know what I'm saying? Like things fall apart, and we have to make these decisions for life. And sometimes that means putting our dreams and our passion projects and things on the back burner. And I feel like I'm just gonna keep referencing myself because it's just easier. But sometimes, like in my case, that would be the case when I'm having these emotional moments and I just don't want to do it anymore because it's not paying me enough or I'm not getting the things that I need out of it. And so things don't work out in that moment. And so we quit or we put it on the back burner or we come back to it later or we plan to come back to it later and we don't necessarily come back to it. So what are some things, right? What are some things that that you can go back to, that you can say, okay, from this point in my life, I can make better decisions, right? Like from this point in my life, I can make better decisions. I can plan it out better. I could have planned it out better then. And so these are the things that I can do now to bring that project back to life, right? Because I feel like we touch on our passions and we touch on the things that we love and that we, that bring us happiness, and then it just gets I don't want to say kind of snatched away from us, but it kind of gets taken away from us. I'm gonna go ahead and prioritize TikTok because you guys are okay. Um, but yeah, we it's kind of it's crazy how it happens, right? Like we we have to put the things that we love on the back burner because of life, right? Because of bills, because of money, because of emotional mindsets, where we are in that moment. So yeah, this is a good time to reflect. Justice is here. I feel like it um, with the seven of pentacles. I feel like this is something that you do. This is something that I feel like you've done. Thank you for the gift. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate it so much. TikTok, you guys are really, really, really. I really feel so. This is my space right here. But so no disrespect YouTube. This is just like the first time here. But yeah, this is something that you do. This is something that you've done. This is something that that you've done yourself, but justice and failure here as well. This is something that brought you happiness, but also you've had to put on the back burner. You've had to kind of like mm, you've had to put it on the back because you've had to prioritize other things, whether that be bills. Again, I feel like I'm repeating myself. But your creative project in this sense had to go through this tower moment. It had to go through this tower moment, or it went through this tower moment because of some other situation that you had to make justice or make peace with. So now it's time to reflect. What is it that you've done? What is it that you want to do, or that has been successful in the past? However, that resonates with you, that you can go back to now that you're in a different place, or that you're coming into a new season, right? Like, what can we bring back to the forefront that brought us happiness? Whether it be a person or a place or a thing. I feel like I'm a teacher right now. Person, place, or thing. All right. But yeah, I feel like that's what these cards are telling me, especially with the Tower and the Justice card. I feel like something went wrong, something forced you out of something that you really enjoy doing with the Three of Wands, that you really saw yourself doing for a while with the Three of Wands. You saw yourself in this, seeing the happiness in this. This thing brought you happiness. Water and earth signs. It brought you happiness. It was something that you were passionate about. It was something, and it just got snatched away from you somehow. It could have been a failed business, something that you really enjoy, but it wasn't working, or it didn't. I see like maybe someone, for example, like you got a building, right? Like you had a business, you got a building, and then your business couldn't pay the bills. So you kind of had to get rid of the building, which kind of ruined the clientele. This is very specific, but if it resonates, it resonates. Make it you know what I'm saying? If it resonates, it resonates. And if it doesn't, just leave it. But you've had to give up some things because of how society is, or it wasn't like you fell in the business, it was the business kind of, it wasn't the season for it, and now it's time to go back to those things. I feel like that's what we're seeing here. It's time to go back to those things. It's time to it's time to go back to those things, create better plans for it, see how it works out. You know better, you've learned from your mistakes, I feel. And you can change how this turns out. We're definitely going to take those. Yeah, you can definitely change how this. You have options. This is let me leave that in reverse for a second there, and give me a second to look at these cards really quick. Yeah, there was a lot of things. There was a lot of options. There was a lot of things, a lot of factors that took place, and how you moved about this situation with the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Cups. You had to make plans. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. B or Via, I love it either way. Thank you for the follow. Um, but yeah, you've had to make plans to accommodate yourself. You've had to stop a tower. You've had to make sure things have worked out in the ways that that it was safe for you, right? So decisions that you've had to make decisions that you had to make decisions that made sense for the moment in this situation. You had to make decisions in the moment. You've had options. It was like you could either continue to do this and drive your business into the ground, right? In hopes that it get better, or you can dissolve the business and try again later. And I feel like for a lot of us, that's what we did. We dissolved whatever the happiness was, whether it was a person because it wasn't working out. Of course, thank you for thankful to be here. Oh, awesome. I love that. Love that energy. But yeah, whether it was a person that you had to let go, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like even if this was a relationship, this is someone that you were in love with. You love this person. It just couldn't work out. And you had to make a decision to do something different with your life, to experience some growth, to see the evolution of yourself. I feel like that very strongly. You had to see evolution in yourself. And I feel like Sorry. Yes, it's brought you something different though. It's definitely caused some change here. It's definitely caused change. Let's get some. I guess I didn't really need the Ganesha's. We'll go back. Um, whichever one we feel in the moment. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, this is this is I feel like you knew that you would come back to this. She who sees, observes, perceives, scrutinizes. Yeah, as I was saying that, right? you I feel like you knew that this is something that you were gonna come back to. Even if you forgot about it and now it's kind of time. This reflect and create thoughtful plans is like the thing, right? Reflect on where we went wrong. This is like she who sees, observe where you went wrong. Can you guys see these cards? Do you see that? Okay. Okay, perfect. I feel like you're saying yes, you can see it. Okay. But you see or you saw where you could go wrong in this situation, or you can see now where you went wrong in this situation. Maybe you you got that building too soon, and you could see that. Like maybe you were happy, you had the money to do it, the business was popping when you first started, and instead of saving it, thank you for the share. Instead of saving it, you were like, all right, I'm gonna get my building. For some reason, I'm seeing someone who does lashes. You got your building and everything, and you were like, okay, I'm gonna do it. Like your plans were so big, and then it's not so big because you couldn't handle the so big. It was just not time for it then. You know, stacking and saving. I feel like that's something that you could or you are benefiting from. Learning how to like manage your money and like stack it to a point where even if you bought a building, your money can like hold your business up for a couple months. I feel like you're learning finances, or you've learned finances, or that's something that you reflected on that, hey, I could, do something better with that. I could learn something more from that. You see, you can observe, you perceive where you went wrong. Or not even I don't feel like you went I don't feel like it was necessarily went wrong. You see where you could have done better, right? You see where you could have done better, and that's where it is. That's where it is. That's where the change is in your business. That's where the change is going to start with the two of pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. You see what distracted you. You see what it says. She who instigates leadership. Yeah, power. You have the power now. You definitely have the power now because you have the knowledge. You have the knowledge that it takes to be successful this time, to make better decisions, to take a different approach when it comes to whatever this thing is. If whether it be relationships once again, or a business. I'm really getting it really strongly with a business, though. I'm not sure if that resonates for some of you, but you see where you could have made better decisions. I feel like you had a lot of options in the past. Something with the tower here. Something was meant to happen. It was never meant to work out in that moment. This could definitely be a relationship, y'all. It wasn't meant to work out in that moment, and either you saw it or that person or the person that you were with saw it, seen room to grow, and it kind of, they kind of took that moment to do that, to transform, to have a transforming moment. And they kind of and yeah, that's kind of what it is. Like I feel like this is the time where you reflect and you create these new plans from where it started, where it was before, with the mistakes you made before. I feel like you're learning from your past mistakes, and that's an amazing place to be water and earth signs. It is. So let's move on into. I hope that resonated for somebody, or a good chunk of us. I feel like reflecting on some things and creating plans based off of what we learned before. That's an amazing spot to be, right? So let's go ahead and move into the water signs. We're going to start with Pisces. We're going to start with the Pisces. And then we're going to go Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and then we're going to move do the earth signs, and we're going to do Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. And that's how we're going to do this today. Let's get started. Hello, everybody. Thank you for the follow, Mecca. Is that my cousin? Maybe not. Maybe not Mecca. But hello, Mecca. Thank you for the follow. Let's get started. I'm going to start how I usually do. We're going to start with the LEQs and then go from there because I feel that. I feel like the all signs, starting with the urban tarot, was a little different, but I liked it. It was enjoyable. Let's go though. Pisces, we're reflecting and creating thoughtful plans. Let's see what my guys have to say. My spiritual team has to say for Pisces. I hope you guys are in alignment with this reading. I hope it aligns with you. Hello, Mecca. I hope it aligns with you. I hope that you get something from this. I hope that we can walk the same wavelength for a minute here. Yeah, I hope you guys are having a good Sunday though. Let's get started. Pisces, what is up? What is up, Pisces? Let's get started. All signs, I hope you really enjoyed that one. Pisces, main messages: reflect, create thoughtful plans. So she who enfolds, swathes, embrace self-care. I feel like it's the same thing with us Pisces. Sometimes I'm a Cancer. Perfect, Mecca. Perfect. We're doing Cancer next, so stick around, girl. But create a thoughtful plan. Okay, so Pisces. I feel like it's the same thing with us all the time, and not in a bad way. I feel like this is a good thing. I feel like this is a good journey you're on with self care, seeing the mistakes that you made before and how you let people like. And I feel like for a lot of us, I feel like for a lot of Pisces, like we don't like when people say that, right? Like we don't like when people are like, yeah, you let people run over you because that's not the case for all Pisces. That's not the case for all Pisces. Pisces doesn't allow people to run over them. That's not the case. But the self care part of yourself, right? The part where you're caring for yourself. I feel like a lot of us, not even just Pisces, can slip on that sometimes. And now that we're reflecting, I feel like Pisces, we're reflecting on those times where we didn't take ourselves completely, you know what I'm saying? Like we didn't take ourselves completely serious. And this could be back when you were a teenager, you know, reflecting on those emotional teenage days where we didn't care for ourselves in the best way, right? We didn't care for ourselves in the best way. We can reflect on that and we can create thoughtful plans to say, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is I didn't love on myself as much in high school, and I'm catching up to that. She forgives, yes, forgiving yourself. I feel like I'm speaking as the cards come out, but forgiving yourself for those times where you didn't really like yourself, or you know what I'm saying? Because again, that's not for all Pisces. All Pisces didn't go through that, but I feel like a lot of us have, even if you're not a Pisces. I feel like now that you are either an adult or you're moving into this adult space, if you're not quite there, you're the big 18, you're the big 21 or whatever, and you're reflecting, or you're older than that, you're 32 like me. You're reflecting on those days, and it's kind of like you can be that person now, right? Like that person that you needed when you were younger. You can be that person for other people. I feel like Pisces, I feel like that is a space or a job or a purpose or something that you enjoy doing. I feel like you enjoy being there for other people. You forgiving yourself and working on yourself is definitely going to create better things for you in the future. And it's definitely going to tap into whatever that purpose is for you, Pisces. But self-care, realizing how, reflecting back on those times where either you embrace yourself or you didn't embrace yourself. Back when in high school, maybe you had more confidence than you have now. Or why do I keep saying high school? I feel like there's maybe some youngins here, but back on the days where either you loved yourself or you didn't love yourself enough, and how that's different now, and how you can step back into that energy, right? I feel like I'm getting it really from this card right here with the she who swathes, and for in the even the she who forgives, but those times where you really I don't know, where you either really down and out. I feel like this is you're reflecting back to those times and you're creating thoughtful plans to really become that person. You are not in the shadows now that you're older. You are not in the shadows now that you don't have your clique or you're out of college and now you're in the work field and it seems like people are just a little bit, anal and you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I feel like I'm going all over the place, but if it resonates for you, then it does. But forgiving yourself, also forgiving yourself for hold on. She who stands resolute, impeccable, determined. Yeah, you're determined. I feel like you're determined to change your situation here. You're determined to change your situation. You're standing on something now. You're standing on business now. Either you're creating something, Pisces, from where you were. You're creating like some kind of business or something. Creating plans to be to let me get some more cards for you so I'm not talking outside of my neck. Let's get some guides in here for this one. But Pisces, I feel like you're forgiving yourself for the self care that you either that you didn't give yourself, or you are forgiving yourself for. I'm getting this for very very few people. The overconfidence, the um, the judgmental type of attitude. If this is making sense for anybody, you're reflecting back on that and you're forgiving yourself for either the bullshit that you've done or the bullshit that you've done to yourself, or you know what I'm saying. And now you're reflecting on those times and you're making a difference now. You're forgiving yourself and you're standing on business now. You're saying, hey, I didn't take care of myself. I didn't love myself that much back in the past, but now I forgive myself for all those things that I said to myself, all those lies I fed to myself, and now I'm moving on from that. I'm standing on the fact that I am worthy. I am like you come into this resolute stage where it's like you're creating something out of the pain and the past things that you've been through. If that makes sense, Pisces. I'm hoping that it makes sense for you. Let's get some more cards. Let's decline this. Hello, TikTok. Again, if you are just here, I am here on TikTok and I am here on YouTube, and you can follow me on either one at the House of Sherbet. Yeah. Okay. There was definitely some issues in the past here with the moon card and the She Who Swabs, as I said before. Thank you for the follow on TikTok. I really appreciate it. There was definitely some dark days. There was some dark days. There was some dark times. There was some dark times going back to the reflect and the creating thoughtful plans. Back to what we were saying when we were in the all signs, the all signs. This could be Pisces, this could be a business that you created. This could be something that you created and it went through. You went through it, okay? You went through it and you had to dissolve whatever it was, whether it was a relationship or a business. You went through it. You went through it. It took time from you. It took time from your family. It took time. Thank you for the follow, Tanya. I really appreciate it. It took time from you. It took time from your family. It took time from your self care. It took time from your personal time. It took time from you. And I feel like this is where the forgiveness comes in at, because you're forgiving yourself for giving your power, your energy to so many different people instead of I like businesses or jobs. You've worked so many, you've given your time to so many different jobs that it should accumulate into something wonderful for you at this point, right? And I feel like that's what you're forgiving yourself for. That's the kind of energy that I'm talking about. That thing where it's like, okay, I have to forgive myself for giving all of my time, all of my, all of my resources, all of my hard work, all of my young me. You know what I'm saying? All my young me years to a business instead of giving it to myself. I feel like you're forgiving yourself for that. And now you're stepping on this business where sorry, that keeps happening. You're standing on this business where now you are going to do something different with that. Now you're going to make better plans. Now you're going to Now you're going to stand on business. And I feel like, and I feel like the Queen of Swords in reverse is basically saying that you're done with that. You're done standing on this thing where you're giving out your energy, where you're giving out your resources. And I feel like you're very generous, Pisces. Like that's you. You're generous. You're down to help if you can, but it's enough of that. There we go, Pisces. It's enough of that. You're like, yeah, I'm not. Hey, if I got it, just because I have it doesn't mean I have to share it. And I feel like that's where you are. I feel like that's where you are. You're like, I'm not. I feel like you've seen, right? You've seen like all of the things that you've had to go through with people when you're giving away your power in a sense. You're giving, um, you're giving. And that's an amazing thing to do, Pisces. That's amazing. I don't feel like you're gonna stop doing that. It's just to the right people. It's not all the time. It's not. I feel like it's like going back to that all signs reading. It's like, yeah, I have the energy, but does that mean I have to give it? No, it doesn't. And not feel guilty about that. You're forgiving yourself. You're forgiving yourself for 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 I couldn't get that out. I don't want to say being full. The full card isn't even here, but for going on these journeys, right? It's like it's childlike energy with the pages. It's childlike energy with the pages where you will swing this sword. You will swing your sword for anybody you want, and anybody you want to save, right, Pisces? Anybody you feel like saving, you're like, I don't care if this is the last bit of energy I have, I will help you with your situation. I will help you get out of it. You know what I'm saying? And then you turn around and you have to forgive yourself for those things because you realize when you're reflecting on these things, right, that nobody did that shit for you. Nobody did that for you. Nobody stepped up and said, hey, let me see what Pisces got going on so I can help them with my last bit of energy. Everybody else was like, oh, I can't today. Oh, I'm too tired. Oh, I gotta work. Oh, you gotta understand. Oh, this, and that. Nobody was available for you. And that's how I feel like for Pisces, that's what we have to forgive ourselves. Hey, honestly, Pisces, this is your card. The moon card out, that's your card. You have to forgive yourself for being a Pisces. You gotta forgive yourself for being a Pisces. You have to allow yourself to be Pisces, though, right? Like you're never gonna stop being that generous person. You're never going to stop. But the part that's coming in here is the self-care part, Pisces. You have to take care of yourself first. And I feel like that's something that you already know, that you're already up on, and that's something that you're standing on. Like you're going to stand, you're going to, she who waits, patience, waiting, determination. Let me just this volume on. Oh, I should have ate first, y'all. It's okay, I got water. But she who waits, I feel like this is a transformation. This is something that you had to go through again. That's why the things in the past didn't work out like we were talking about before. This is something that you've had to transform into. You've had to realize this, Pisces. You've had to see that, hey, you know what? People don't have to show up for me. People don't. You know what I'm saying? The people that I'm giving all these things to, the jobs that I'm giving all this energy to, you know what I'm saying? I'm just employee number 7757. You know what I'm saying? That is all that I was to these people that and honestly you saw it. Pisces, let's be honest with ourselves for a second. You freaking saw it. You knew it. You could see it. But you were like, hey, maybe not. Maybe if I give myself, maybe if I give enough to these people, maybe if I stand strong enough, stand solid enough in this job space, maybe you know what I'm saying, I will receive because I'm giving so much. You know, in Pisces, that's nice. That's nice. But now I feel like you've learned that you're only giving to uh 7757. It's crazy. I remember the number too because it stuck out to me too. 7757. I don't know that could definitely be it could be significant to some people, but yeah, in the past it didn't work out because you had to see what it really was. You had to see what your worth really was. You had to see that you are very very, very fucking valuable, Pisces. You are valuable. You're valuable. And people take advantage of that. And you know that now. You see that now, and you're moving differently now on that. You're not going to Queen of Swords for anybody anymore. You're not going to be the first person that's going to jump off the cliff for any job, any person. You're not doing that. You're not doing that. You're not leading other people's, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. It says she who surprises, surprise, discovery, revelation, right? You know who you are now, Pisces. You know what it is now, Pisces. You know what it is now. I keep reading this. Okay, you know what it is now, Pisces. You see things for what they are. You discovered you had a revelation. You see what it is now. You see what it is now. You had to go through this transformation, and now you see butterflies in both cards. Oh wow. Close though. Seven. It was just another seven there, but 757. But 7757 is what I said. But that's really close. But there's transformation here. There's transformation here. You had to transform into something different. You had to transform the way that you saw yourself and you saw things. Because and I'm going to move on from Pisces, but I just want to say, like, you see things for what they are now. You know what I'm saying? Back then, I feel like you were like, why am I giving all this energy, all this stuff to these people? Why every time I'm giving and I'm giving and I'm giving, I'm not getting anything in return. It's because people. I don't want to say people didn't appreciate what you were giving, because I don't feel like that is true. People definitely appreciated what you were doing. They just didn't show it, and you know that's human. That's human. That's human. It shouldn't be that way, right? It shouldn't be any, but our standards have to be higher, right? You should at least be getting some type of recognition every other time you do something, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It's human for people to especially in the work field, to say, all right, thank you so much, and then move on, and then you don't feel appreciated because it was just like taken and then ran with it, and then you kind of like left feeling like, okay, next task. You know what I'm saying? But it is human, and I feel like Pisces, you see what it is now. You see how you reflected and create these thoughtful plans. I feel like you have done this. You went through this transformation, and now Pisces, you know how and who to give your energy to, if anybody, who you're going to jump off into the battlefield for, in this energy. You're not in this energy no more. You're not being childish with how you show up for people anymore. You're not just running off to battle with anybody anymore. You're not doing that. That's not what you do. That's not what you're doing. So that's amazing energy, Pisces. Awesome, awesome energy. All right, I hope something resonated in there for you, Pisces. I hope something resonated in there for you. Let's move on to Cancer. I thank everybody for being here. We're moving on to Cancer. Cancer, what's up? We are we are reflecting, and we're creating thoughtful plans, Cancer. And to do that, let's see what our spirit guides, my spirit team, has to say to Cancer about reflecting and creating thoughtful plans. Pisces, I hope something definitely resonated in there for you. If it did, I hope you subscribe, whether you are on TikTok or YouTube watching this right now. I hope you subscribe. On TikTok, we are on the road. It's at House of Charvet at both YouTube and on TikTok. We're getting to 1,000 followers. We're going to get a new deck, and I have some other things planned as well. Hey guys, here, new here. You do Scorpio. I haven't done Scorpio yet. I'm doing Scorpio after Cancer. We're on Cancer right now, and then we'll move into Scorpio. So I hope you stick around to see what's going on with the Cancers. I mean, with the Scorpios. But Cancer, once again, we are reflecting and creating thoughtful plans. I hope that you guys were here for the beginning reading, because the beginning reading literally set this boy off. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you guys. Cancer here. Cancers are in the building today. What's up, Cancers? I hope something resonates in here for you. And if it does, I hope you stick around. If it doesn't, I hope you stick around and maybe some other signs may resonate with you. Checking out your sun, moon, and rising. All right, Cancer, first card out. Let's see what we got going on. She who knows, wisdom, clarity, resolution. Yeah, Cancer, you never been not to know. Do did you do Leo? No, I have not done Leo. This is water and earth signs. I hope something resonates in here for you though. And I used to do fire and air signs, but I don't do fire and air signs anymore because of how the readings would turn out. But Monet, I do sometimes, like if we have time, I will still pull a fire sign and things like that. But I also do all signs at the beginning. We'll see if we have some time today, or if you're still here later, we'll pull some cards. Um, but there's wisdom here. There's clarity here. I feel like there's past situations that I feel like Cancer, where you went wrong. Cancer, I feel like very studious energy with you. Very what I want to say, entrepreneur energy with you, Cancer. I feel like you've already done the work when it comes to knowing where you went wrong with something, or knowing how things could work out, because the whole basis of the messages, right, is reflecting on the past and creating thoughtful plans based off of the things that we've been through in the past, right? And I feel like you already know the wisdom you've already gained, the clarity you already have. I feel like you know where exactly what you want to do and how you want to do it, Cancer. I feel like you're like, this is how I'm doing this time. I feel like it's not the first time you've done this thing. It's definitely not the first time you've done it. And it's kind of like, all right, I know exactly what I want to do. I know exactly how I'm going to do it. And honestly, Cancer, I feel like it's going to work out this time because there's wisdom here. There's clarity. You know exactly how to do the thing. You know exactly how to do the thing. She who divines future choice, judgment. Yeah. Your future the cards are going to land the way they're supposed to land. Yeah. She has two cards in her hand, and it's the devil and the 7 of Cups. You definitely had some choices in the past that you've made some decisions in the past that weren't the best decisions, but guess what? They were definitely still the best decisions because they taught you, they gave you this wisdom, they gave you this clarity. Cancer, I feel like you're not one to be scared to take a risk. I feel like that's you. You're not scared to take a risk because you understand that you gain wisdom and clarity through your mistakes, through the mistakes that you've made, even if you didn't mean to make them. I feel like Cancer, you are one to learn from, like, your situations. You look for the wisdom in all these things, in all the things. And I feel like in the future with this She Who Divines, I feel like this is you. I feel like this is you calling your future. This is you calling, saying, this is what my future is going to be. I see what my future is going to be, and I'm going to make it happen. I feel like that's where you are, Cancer. This wisdom and things that you've gained from reflection, I feel like that's something that you do. I feel like that's something you do. That's not something that you just do now, or that you're just gonna do now because you know what I'm saying. It's something that you do. I feel like we all pretty much are good at that. But Cancer, I feel like you look to the past a lot, and you see, and not to just to be dwelling on the past. You look to the past to gain clarity, and you literally create plans. And I'm saying that because it's here, but you create those plans to create new futures for yourself, to make new choices, to literally judge yourself. I feel like you put yourself under judgment a lot, Cancer. That's amazing. That's awesome. That's awesome energy. That is an amazing energy to have, to go and have clarity and get wisdom based off of your own life. And I feel like and I feel like it's not just that, right? Like you don't just move off your own thing. I feel like you definitely read, you definitely research, you definitely, like, you in it. Like whatever it is that you want to do, Cancer, you literally figure out how to do it. You literally make it happen. You say, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is how it's going to work out. And guess what? It works out that way. And sometimes it might not always work out that way. It may not always work out the way that you plan to see it. And I feel like, Cancer, that's where you get your wisdom from. to say to there's that pendulum swing thing that things will work out and things won't work out. But guess what? When things don't work out, I have to figure out what's not making it swing the right way. And I feel like you do very, very well at figuring that out. Yeah, she who creates your creativity, your creativity, the way that you are creative with how you learn things, how you I'm sorry, I don't know if I said that right. How you learn things, how you go about making things happen, Cancer. Ooh, ooh. How you create thoughtful plans. Okay. Because it literally like flew away. Yeah. How you create thoughtful plans. Ooh. Oh, that was so hard to do. What the hell? But yes, Cancer, you gain your clarity, your wisdom by your mistakes. You are not afraid to make mistakes. You are not afraid to jump off on the deep end. You know that you have to learn some way, and I feel like for you, you feel the best way to learn is to just jump in it, Cancer. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. And when you learn, when you jump, and when you fail, when you succeed, even when you succeed, Cancer, even when you succeed, you create from that space. You create from that space. And that is amazing. That's strong. That is very strong. That's strong foundational setting. Strong foundational setting. You literally say, hey, this is what I'm going to do. Let's grab some more cards, Cancer. You say, this is what I'm going to do. This is how it's going to look. And then you will literally do it. And then if it works out, it works. And if it doesn't, you figure out why. And then you determine from there whether it's a good idea. Thank you for the follow. To move on, to continue to create from that place. That's how you make your decisions. You make your decisions, Cancer, by learning the hard way, learning the hard way. And for you, I feel like you don't even think this way. You don't even think it's the hard way. You don't even think it's the hard way, Cancer. You think it's the smart way. You think it's the best way. Can't say. You say this is the best way to learn by experiencing life. That's good. That's awesome because I mean I'm even learning something from that. To be honest with you, because I feel like a lot of people are fearful a lot of the times to jump off the deep end. Look, you do the work, Cancer. Lots of sevens coming out. Lots of sevens coming out. Even in her card here, there's a seven there. She has the seven of cups right there. But and then the 7757 situation. I'm Pisces. I'll tap it that you just missed Pisces. But we're all on the same wavelength. So something should resonate for you in these readings, okay? But um, but you work in Cancer. You work, you do the work. You do the work, you do the groundwork. You don't play no games, Cancer. You don't play any games. You don't do this thing where you try to learn from experience and other people's things or experiencing from too much reading or too much observation. You literally dig in. You dig in, Cancer. You dig in. You gain your wisdom from actually doing. You gain your wisdom from doing. Yeah, courageous, very courageous, Cancer. Very courageous. You're not afraid. You're not afraid to stand up. You're not afraid to speak. You're not afraid. I feel like you are very you you're very focused. If you're not, then you know what I'm saying. In some way, you are a very focused person on what works, what doesn't, and how to make it work, and if it's going to work, if it's good enough to work. I feel like you don't hold on to things. Let me stop reading you down, Cancer. Let's just continue to keep going. But you do the work. You gain your wisdom by doing the work, by being persistent, by yeah, by taking action. You take action. You will do it by yourself. You don't even need yeah strength. The strength card here in the Hermit card. Yeah. Yes, Cancer. Absolutely. 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 I feel like you do it when you're strong, you do it when you're not. You do it when you're scared, you do it when you ain't. You like, you know what I'm saying? You know that life is about experience. Even if that's not how you take it in your head, I feel like you know that life is about experience. And you're going to experience what you want. I feel like Cancer, that's your mode. You're going to experience what you want to experience. You're going to take whatever the jump is that you need to take to experience the things that you want to experience. If you want a business, you're going to make it happen. It don't matter if you got to do it by yourself. It doesn't matter if you got to do it by yourself. Your creativity is immaculate. It's on 10. You do whatever the hermit card comes out every single time. Listen, listen, because that's who you are, Cancer. You will go into isolation mode. You will go up on that hill and figure your shit out. You will go and make those thoughtful plans no matter who's there and who's not. You do use the knowledge, the wisdom, and clarity that you gain through the hard work that you do to create these things, and you do not care. You do not care if you have to do it alone. You don't care if people can come with you or they don't have to. They don't have to. They don't have to. But Cancer, you're still going to make it happen. You're still going to make it happen. I'm going to close you out, Cancer, with the Urban Tarot instead of the Ganeshas. Um, yeah, because all these ones. Should I? No, let's catch you some Ganeshas. It's because I got the nudge to get the Ganeshas. But yes, Cancer. You do this whether they are looking, whether they are noticing you, whether they are congratulating you, whether they are literally like nobody has to support you. I feel like here with the Strength in Reverse. And I feel like a lot in times in the past, in times, even it doesn't even have to be in the past. It can be whenever sometimes people don't support you. Sometimes people look at you like you're crazy. Sometimes people be like, what? Like she seen that wasn't working the first time. Why she's still on it? And I feel like you like, yeah, I'm not worried about that. I mean, you're not worried about that. You're not worried about how people see you. Capacity to love. You have the capacity to love yourself, to love. Yeah, and this is 7 again. You see that? 7 again is his capacity to love yourself enough to say, hey, I'm gonna make things work for me. I'm gonna make things work out for me. I'm gonna do the things that I need to do to make it work out. And if it doesn't work out, if I see that it's not working out, I'm gonna change it up. This is your capacity to love yourself so much that you're not worried about what other people have to say about how you're doing it, where you're doing it. If that makes sense for anybody, like I'm trying to pinpoint exactly like the emotion that I'm feeling right here, but this is you literally doing you regardless of anything. The capacity to love self. So many people move off of what other people think because they don't have the capacity to love themselves. To love themselves regardless of what other people think or how other people perceive you or how other people, this is all about your life. I feel like Cancer, you have that understanding that this is your life. This is your life and you're going to run it how you see fit. And nobody else has a say on that. Lots of 7s here. This is about persistent individuality energy. Like you're being persistent whether somebody is there or not. This is capacity to love self, regardless of who has something to say. I feel like also Cancer, you will definitely like if somebody's there for you, you're there for them. You will literally take the shirt off your back. You will take the shirt off of your back because you are not selfish. You're very open to love people who are open to accepting you and how you run your life. To understand that it's not their life, that it's your life, and you're going to run it how you want to run it, regardless of who has something to say. It don't matter if you bestie, it don't matter if you mama, it don't matter if you daddy, cousin, bestie. It doesn't matter who you are, boss, whoever. You're going to run your life how you want to. If you don't want to go to work today, you ain't going to work. Cancer. If you don't want to do something or you want to do something a different way, you're going to do it that way. And nobody can change or stop you from doing it. But you are so still generous. I feel like you are definitely still generous. Literally, Ganesh's tuck is gone because he took it off. He pulled his own tuck to, I believe it was to write. It's 2 different stories to why he took it off. But it was all out of generosity. You're generous. You have the capacity to love other people, but your capacity to love yourself is out of this world. Your capacity to love yourself so much to where you can't nobody keep you down. You could be, and this is weird, but you could be engaged, and then if you change your mind, you changing it. Like you're not going to sit around and wait for nothing. Like once you feel it, once it say, "Hey, self, this isn't working out for me," like you make it happen. You make it happen. You're not scared to change. You're not scared of tower moments. You're not scared to change the narrative. You're not scared to do any of that. Any of that. Any of that. You're not scared. Even if it's scary. I'm not saying that you know what I'm saying. It's not scary, but you're not scared to change it. You're not scared to take a leap of faith. You're not scared to yeah. Your priority is yourself. Priorities did try to come out. Your priority is yourself. Your priority is your life. And that's not selfish. That's understanding that your life is yours. No one else is to live. Promise to the future and delight. Yes. Yes. You understand that your life is yours. You're going to do whatever it is to bring the future that you want, the future that it is that you want. To bring about the future that you want, to bring about the things that you want out of life, you're going to do what it takes to get there. You're going to do what it takes to get there. And people could either ride with you or they can just get off the bus, but you're not waiting up for anybody. Your future, your promise to yourself to create the things that you want in life, you're going to do it by all costs, by all means necessary. And people could either help you with that, even still, the help they need to understand that you're going to take what you want and leave the rest. They need to understand that this is your life, this is your business, and you're not skip this. And you're not, you know what I'm saying? You're not, you will not, um, you won't cater to others when it comes to your life. You will not. You will not. You understand that this is your life, and nobody can trick you into thinking that you have to share a piece of that, or you have to be, you have to be committed to this one thing because you know what I'm saying. You understand that this. I don't have to keep going. I don't have to keep beating the dead horse. Cancer, you know who you are. You know who you are, and your promise of the future is definitely bright here with this 8 here. You definitely are beating obstacles. You beat obstacles. That's your thing. Your future is bright, very, very bright, with the attitude of reflecting and creating these thoughtful plans on creating these thoughtful plans on where your future is headed, where what you want for your future, how you want your future to look. You're not holding up on that, and that's amazing. Amazing. Cancer. What I enjoyed that reading. That was fun. I hope something resonated in there for you, Cancer. I hope something resonated in there for you. I really just spent the time telling you about how amazing you are when it comes to decision making. But Cancer, amazing energy. Awesome. Scorpio. Let's see what it do, Scorpio. Let's see. I'm so happy that it resonated for you, Buffy. I'm happy that it did. You said no lie, no lie. Period. Let's move on to. Thank you for the guidance, of course, on YouTube, of course. Let's move on to Scorpio. Yes, Scorpio. And see what's going on with you guys. Let's start with the LEQs. Per usual, Scorpio. What's happening? Scorpio in the house. What's going on? Honestly, y'all, I really love. Thanks, my sister, of course, Mecca. I really enjoy Water and Earth sign Sunday, and that's why I kept Earth Water. I was never going to get rid of Water and Earth sign Sunday. Let's just start there. Confirmation and healing, of course. I was never going to stop Water and Earth sign Sunday. I just had to stop. Fire and air signs because I was getting a lot of abuse from I don't know, from those readings on Tuesday, and I don't know, maybe Tuesday is just like a really strenuous day. I don't know, but I was experiencing a lot of abuse from the fire and air signs reading. So I stopped doing those and I just decided to do water and air because you guys are so hmm, just awesome. I don't even know what I want to say. You guys are just awesome. And I like you guys' energy and your feedback and your positive energy, even if it's not positive all the time, because sometimes when I, and no judgment, because I love my water and my earth signs, but sometimes when I get to earth signs, it could get a little, wobbly, but I still come back for the earth signs because I just enjoy you guys so much. And water signs, you guys already know. So let's go. Scorpio. Scorpio, what's up? What is do? What the business is? Let's see what the universe has to say for you. That's a whole deck. You can take all of that. Let's see what the universe has to say. Why do you think that is? I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know. It's like no judgment. You know what I'm saying? It's not a fire sign or an earth sign thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not a fire or air sign thing. I think it's majority just, just people. I don't think it has anything to do, it could be people, just the people that were there. It could be just, you know what I'm saying, Tuesday's crowd. You know what I'm saying? I feel like um I don't know. I don't know why that might be. I have no idea. Thank you for the follow, though, everybody, and the shares and the likes. I really appreciate you guys for being here. Even we've been here for an hour now, and we're moving into Scorpio. So Scorpio, let's see what's going on. I think everybody's so much for being here, though. Super, super awesome. Super, super awesome. She wakes. What's going on? Sadness, solitude, silent, withdrawal. Scorpio, what is going on? Now, Scorpio, if you're here and you're not sad or aching, or you know what I'm saying, this could be a reflection of the past, of a past situation that you went through or you're going through, or this could be present or it could be in the past. I'm going to say that this could be the past position. She aches. It could have been something that hurt you. There could have been someone who hurt you. I feel like okay, I'm getting something. It could be, you know what I'm saying. Y'all let me know if it resonates or not. But I feel like this is a situation that in the past where or it could be now, that you've opted into that honestly I feel like you kind of saw wasn't the best thing for you, Scorpio. It wasn't the best person for you. It wasn't the best situation for you. And I feel like you saw the beauty in who this person was, what this job was, what this thing was. You saw the potential and how it could work out. I feel like Scorpio, you literally give people the benefit of the doubt. You give situations the benefit of the doubt. And you say, hey, I see potential in this situation. Um, I see something in this situation. I feel like it disappointed you, or it is disappointing you at this moment. Let me take this off YouTube 1 second. Watch this. Um, but yeah, this is she who aches. This is something that hurt you. Someone, this could be lost. If it is lost, it's something that already happened. It's not something that this isn't something that's going to happen. This is a future energy. This is past. You could have lost somebody. Oh, thank you for the bad or the good bad is also. Thank you for the gift, Shaylee. Um, but yeah, could be someone who hurt you in the past. It could have been someone you lost. It could have been someone you lost either in a relationship or lost through through life. That left you in this stage of feeling alone, withdrawn. It could have hurt you really badly. This could have been like a really bad breakup. This could be it could either be a breakup or it could be a loss. So, and someone who left, or this was an involuntary, is what I'm saying. It's an involuntary loneliness. Okay, this is involuntary withdrawal. This is you didn't do this. This brought you sadness and brought you solitude all at the same time. So either someone has left or you lost someone in the past. And let's see how this aligns with the reflecting and creating thoughtful plans. If it is like someone you've lost in the recent past and you're creating like or planning a funeral or something and you're being creative and you're letting your emotions run the show, it could be that, or you're creating thoughtful plans after a bad breakup to get back out there to enjoy life a little bit. Not necessarily going date looking for somebody to date, but um, you're gaining some trust back with yourself is what I'm getting from this card. You're gaining some trust back with yourself by it's kind of like, I love that person and I really wasn't expecting a breakup or anything, but um, you have to find some happiness somewhere. I'm seeing a journal in this one. You may need to journal those feelings out, Scorpio. You might need to. Oh, she resists. I'm getting a breakup. I'm getting a bad breakup. She who resists, fearless, justified, resistant. Somebody, I feel like you had to defend yourself. You had to pull. I'm getting this knife in her hand. I feel like you had to pull it out of your back. I feel like somebody betrayed you. This was a really bad breakup, Scorpio. Really bad breakup. I feel like you had to pull that knife right up out of your back here. She who resists, fearless, justified, resistant. Yeah, you might be closed off, Scorpio, right now. You may be closed off to other people, to dating, especially. You may be just hurting right now when it comes to a past relationship that you're in. I don't know if you still heard about it or if you feel like you still heard about it. Coach, talk about it. Let me talk, right? I don't know if you feel like you still heard about it, but you may be not noticing that little bit of resistance when it comes to meeting new people, dating again, and stuff like that. Let me know if that resonates for any of you when it comes to relationships. Um, I got that lost energy really slightly, so I'm gonna move on from that. Um, but yeah, let's get you another card. So let's see what's going on. This relationship, though, this could be you. You could be going out and needing to go out and enjoy self a little bit right now, Scorpio. We got you who surprises once again. Coming out once again. We don't have those cards that repeat themselves all the time. But there's transformation, and there's of course transformation in this card. But there's discovery, there's revelation. I feel like the surprise is going to be someone. You're gonna find some surprises in somebody. Somebody's going to show up. There's going to be a new relationship. There's going to be a new thing. There's going to be a new relationship. There's going to be a new person. There's going to be someone who appreciates you, someone who knows how to love you, Scorpio, someone who understands you, someone who's not going to betray you in such a way like this that makes you in this energy, this solitude, this sadness, this with someone who's going to respect you, somebody who's going to stand beside you regardless. I'm gonna stick beside. They're gonna stick beside you. They're gonna stick beside you. You're going to discover this discovery here. I don't know what you're discovering. Let's pull some more cards and find out. I'm going to pull the Urban Tarot for you. Scorpio. But yeah, there's some surprises here. Discovery. I don't know if you're discovering some new things about yourself when it comes to this relationship, uh, this person and how they what went down. Because what did go down is they betrayed you in some kind of way. There was some kind of betrayal. It doesn't even have to be just cheating. It could be a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying when it comes to betrayal. And but regardless of what it was, the person definitely, like, you took this knife out of your back and now you're discovering something new. I feel like, again, like when I said at the beginning, I feel like you kind of knew. I feel like you kind of knew like this wasn't going to work out, or I don't want to say it was too good to be true. That's not like a thing. It's not like a thing. That's not a thing. But reflecting back on this situation is kind of like, you know what? I should never talk to that person for real. I feel like it was like, and this is just for instance. This is I don't feel this. This is for instance an example. It's like this person was in a relationship with somebody else, and then you met them while they were in a relationship with somebody else, and then it went on for months. Like you and this person were talking for months and months, and they were still talking or in a relationship with this person, living with this person, and everything else. And then they broke up, and then it was like, okay. And then they were like immediately trying to get in a relationship with you, and you were kind of like, but okay, we could talk, we could talk. You know what we could talk, okay. And then it's like, but I knew, you know what I'm saying? I kind of knew I shouldn't talk to that person. That's just an example. But in the end, that person, they turn around and they do the same thing to you. I don't want to do like a whole story because this may not resonate for everybody, but they turn around and do the same thing to you, and it's kind of like, all right, I'm only gonna talk to people who are single, who I know are single, who have time. I'm going to go through the dating phase a little longer. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to allow somebody to move in with me so soon. Or thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you, Jazz. Thank you for the follow. Oh, and who is that? Siobhan. Thank you for the follow. Um, yeah, that's who you are. You kind of like, okay. This time is not gonna go that way. I'm gonna date a little bit. I feel like, and even then, you kind of went against your better judgment because you were like, usually I wouldn't do this, but let's see where it goes. The Four of Cups. Yeah, yeah, and I just confirmed with the fool at the, I mean, with the hangman at the back at the bottom of the deck. You literally settled for this person. You settled for this person. You knew you deserved better. You knew you didn't deserve somebody who was already, in a commitment with somebody else. You knew you wanted somebody who was just a little bit more available, or a little bit healed from their past situation, and now it's kind of like with this person you settled. This person left you in this energy of, because the Four of Cups talks about luxury, but it says luxury, but it talks about being content, being just cool with scrolling, with the milk and cookies. You know what I'm saying? Watching TV on your phone. It's like you're content. You were content with this person. You weren't necessarily happy. You were content. You were content. And so when this thing ends, when this stability, because the Four of Cups, um, we're talking about stability and emotion. We're talking, but really, we're just talking about not necessarily stability, but being content emotionally, feeling like, all right, well, we got something to stand on, and I feel like that's something that when it ends, right? When it's ended, when it's done, when you guys have broken up, when the relationship has ended, it's like it hurts, right? It aches. You go through this sadness phase, you go through the solitude, you withdraw from the world, you don't want to date, you feel this knife in your back. You know what I'm saying? You feel a little bit what I'm trying to say, I don't want to use the R word, but you feel a little, violated in this situation, in this relationship. And then you realize, hey, wait a minute. It is what it is. It was what it was. Like, we can't cry over spilled milk. Is there any spilled milk? Actually, there's spilled milk in this card. You see that? We're not crying over spilled milk. Wait, there we go. It is what it is, type of thing. Like sadness, yeah, okay, but we're not staying in this energy. I feel like that's where you are now, Scorpio. You're not staying in that energy. You're coming to this point where you're trying to discover new things. You're not necessarily looking for a relationship. I'm not taking off too many. You're not necessarily looking for a relationship, but you're discovering things. You're going out. You're having fun again. You're turning things around. This is not like you're not in that situation. You're not in that energy anymore where you're in this solitude, withdrawn from everybody. Like you're not crying over the spilled milk anymore. Yeah, you're going to definitely get justice. You're definitely like, all right, you're picking yourself up. You're picking yourself up from this stabbing in the back or this betrayal. You're picking yourself up from that. Yeah, you're taking new action. You're moving about things differently. You're seeing things differently. You're going about it differently, Scorpio. You might have been stabbed in the back with this person, but was that person really, truly, honestly your person? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's the way that you're looking at it now. You're like, hey, and that person wasn't my person. This person wasn't for me. I'm not gonna cry over somebody who didn't who didn't want to respect me or didn't want to be respectful of our relationship, Scorpio. I feel like that's how you're looking at it now. You're not crying over spilled milk anymore. You're not going into the solitude and then the universe card out. You're discovering a whole entirely new life. You're discovering something better. This is the world card here in this deck. You're discovering a new world, a new life, a new way of being when it comes to relationship. You're discovering the world, honestly. Honestly, like you're not solely focused on a relationship. And even if you are, you're discovering something new. You're discovering a new way to be treated. You're discovering a new love. You're discovering something, someone, something new. You're not crying over this spilled milk with this person, this past person, Scorpio. You are on to something new. You are looking at things differently. You are enjoying your life. You're seeing things for what they are. You're accepting the circumstances. You're saying, hey, move on, moving on, not spending any more energy stuck on this person and how they treated you. I mean, like you're definitely learning from it. You're looking at the past and saying, hey, I definitely shouldn't have been in a relationship with this person. How it turned out is definitely makes sense for how it went. And you're seeing things differently and you're discovering something new. And there's a surprise here for you in that situation, Scorpio, because you didn't deserve it. Here's the 8 again with the promise of the future. The future is bright. Your relationship energy is bright. This person they did not stop no show. They didn't stop no show. They didn't hurt you so bad to where you can't focus on any other, relationship. You can't focus on, you know what I'm saying? You beating this obstacle where it's like, I'm not about to sit in this energy of feeling stuck or lost or upset or sad. Like you're not standing that energy. You're not crying over this spilled milk. And it's crazy how it goes like that, right? From the sadness and the solitude to the content to the now, this promise of this future, this beating this obstacle, this, hey, I'm not about to sit in this energy. I'm not staying here. I'm going to go for something new. 2 cards here. Perseverance, yes. Perseverance and empowerment. You know what I'm saying? It just be here. This promise of the future, this perseverance through this emotional time, or through this, you persevere through it, or you're going to persevere through it. You're going to be empowered. Empowerment here in the sacral energy. No, that's the solar plexus. Um, you're going to persevere. You're going to heal from the situation if you haven't already. This is something that you're going to move through. You're going to get surprises when it comes to um, when you pick yourself up from this. If you haven't already, you're going to start experiencing some some magic, some surprises that the universe has for you for getting up out of this situation, and reflection on where you went wrong, and accepting this person into your heart, into your space, into, what I'm saying, enough to where they thought that it was okay to play you like this, to put this knife in your back. That you made somebody so comfortable. You know what I'm saying? You made somebody so comfortable that they took you for granted. That they took you for granted. And I feel like that's where you're like, okay, yeah, we're not doing that anymore. You're not doing that anymore. Yeah. You're gaining some stability when it comes to the solar plexus. What you feel in your gut is what you're going to accept now, Scorpio. Is what you're going to accept now with the empowerment card. You're empowering yourself, which is where empowerment comes from. Self. Nobody can give you empowerment. You know that, Scorpio. I don't have to tell you that. I just felt the need to say it. But empowerment, sacral. You're trusting yourself. You're trusting yourself and how you feel, and you're persevering through it. Yeah, you're persevering through it. You're saying, "Hey, fuck that. I will move on. It is what it is." Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. All right, let's move on, Scorpio. I hope something resonated in there for you. You guys are always the quietest, and that's okay. You guys are always the quietest, Scorpio. Y'all just be like, yeah, that ain't for me. All right. Yep. Okay. Move on. All right. Actually, let's Scorpio. I hope something resonated for you. I hope something resonated in the reading for everybody. We're moving on to Earth sign readings, but before we move on to Earth sign readings, I'm going to clean the space. Okay. So let me move. Let me move these. But Scorpio, you whoever this person is. I feel like you gave them the good Scorpio, the good old Scorpio treatment. You literally like, I would love a coffee right now. I would love a coffee right now. Um, y'all probably gonna make me hit the star buddies. But yes, Scorpio, I feel like you gave them the good old Scorpio treatment, and they weren't ready. But something is, I don't want to say that it's a person because it might be something completely different, but there's some surprises. You know what I'm saying? That this person could have been like, oh, I'm leaving you because, you know what I'm saying? You got a hoopty and I only date people with you know what I'm saying, with 2028 cars and da 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 da. This is a stupid example, y'all. And then the surprise that you get a new car in a relationship, it doesn't even have to be a new relationship. You single and mingling, you experience it, you know what I'm saying? After you drop this person is the point that I'm trying to make, things start falling into place again. You know how you get in a relationship with the wrong person and everything falls apart. Everything falls apart. And then the moment you get out of it, things start falling back into place. And I feel like that's what the surprise could be. Scorpio, if it's not a person or a thing, or whatever, you know. All right. Earth signs. What's up? We are starting with Virgo. So Virgo, hello. Hello, Virgo. I believe Virgo is my sister's sign. So I just met a couple of Virgos actually too. Recently I just met some. I don't know why that's important or why I needed to say that, but it's true. It's true. I just met some Virgos, and I do mean some. They were pretty cool. I like Virgos. I like Earth signs and I like water signs. I feel like air signs and fire signs too. Just have to be. I don't even know what I was about to say, but yeah, let's move on. Virgo, what's up? What is the deal? How is one doing? Let's see what the energy is. Give me a second to be quiet for a second. Tapping into Earth signs energy now. We're moving out of that water sign energy. Okay. All right. Earth signs. Virgo. Let's see what's going on. The main messages, once again, are reflect and create thoughtful plans. She who battles justice fears commitment. Virgo. Thank you for the follow, Delane. I appreciate it. She who battles. Virgo, you've never been one to play with. You've never been one for play. You've never been one for play, Virgo. Never. Never. These swords can go up however you want them to. I feel like that's Virgo's energy. It can happen however you want to. I feel like this, reflecting on it in the past energy, I feel like you've had to be this person, right? Let me know, Virgo, if you are ready to put the swords down. Let me know if you're ready for some kind of justice to happen for you so you don't have to fight anymore. You're like, you'll cut through anything, but I really feel, Virgo, that you're ready to put the swords down. You're ready to put the swords down. You're ready to fight less and create more. Be more fierce. Be you're ready for some commitments to be made. She who loved once, fragile, secret love, rejection, betrayal. Okay, okay, Virgo. There's been some betrayal in the past. Um, I'm really getting it stronger than I was getting it with Scorpio. Actually, uh, these are people that you definitely love. These are definitely people that hold on. Let me know. I'm getting so many different scenarios. I'm getting some with the secret love, and then the she who battles. I feel like in the rejection, injustice. Let's get your other cards, Virgo. Let's see what's going on. She who thrives. Flourish, prosper, blossom. You're getting justice out of a situation. Somebody betrayed you, Virgo. Let me know. Hold on, I'm reading it differently now. This could have been some. No, I'm still getting the same thing. This could have been somebody that you definitely giving a lot to. This is a little different from Scorpios because this is somebody that you kind of put time within. Could have been somebody that like a best friend or something. But this could also be saying that honestly, again, like I was saying in the beginning, Virgo, let me know when you want to put the swords down because I feel like you're not trusting a lot. You're not trusting a lot of people at this time, Virgo. The people have to work for that trust, and I feel like it's really hard to get. I feel like people have to work for your trust, for you to trust them. For Yeah, I feel like you have a guard up. I feel like there's up, a guard up. I feel like people have shown to be shitty, right? Like I feel like we run into shitty people more than we run into nice people, and I feel like you've experienced a lot of that, Virgo. People who take your kindness for weakness, because you are definitely a giving, kind-hearted person who is definitely there for other people. I feel like the thoughtful plan that you're creating right now is committing to yourself and committing to only the people who you trust. I feel like you're such a you are somebody um, who is outgoing, who attracts a lot of people, who um, with this fierce card, like you are someone who people like to see. Like people love to be around you, Virgo. They like to be around you. And some people like to be around you because they want to use you for your power. They want to use you for your I'm getting bully energy. Like they want to bully other people with your energy. Very, very low on that, on who I'm talking to when it comes to that. But these are people saw your strength and they used your strength to benefit themselves in a lot of situations, Virgo. I feel like they use your fierceness to a lot of like this is for example, like they use you to get into the club. They always want to take you because they know that you get in free or they know that everybody knows you. So they only want to go with you and they literally trying to drag you to the club all the time. And the creative thoughtful plan that you're creating to flourish, to prosper, to blossom, it's to do it alone. It's to do it with only the people that you trust, only the people that you care about, only the people that deserve it. You're creating this circle within all of these people. That first of all, Virgo. First of all, where do you get all these friends from? Like, where are you? Where are these people coming from? Where are all these people coming from? But they are here. People are here because they're drawn to you. I feel like your energy is very open to people. Like people are attracted to you. People like you. People yeah, people like you, and they like you for all the right reasons, but they use you for all the wrong reasons. Is what I'm getting. They try to use you for all the wrong reasons. They try to gain something from your popularity, your money, your resources, your reputation. They try to gain things from that, and I feel like with the she who loved the ones, it's like yeah, I'm not like you can see. I feel like first of all of y'all are clairvoyant. from everywhere, but it's sad. Yeah, it is because people see what you have, people see what you, and then you're generous. You're generous. You're generous with your fears. Like I feel like it's just like, oh yeah, I'll let y'all in the club. Y'all can come to the club with me. Like yeah, yeah, yeah. Like oh, that's your friend. I don't know your friend, but your friend can come in with me. It's cool. Like we all went to the club. Let's go. And then that person, like that person, that new person that you don't know is like, oh, that person get in the club for free. Oh, well, let me drink with them. Let me party with them. Can I get your number? Let's be friends. And you're like, yeah, for sure. Whatever. Let's turn up. Yes, let's do it. Oh, you want to look in? Oh, you got Virgo, you got that new business. Oh, your business thriving. Oh, can I? Oh, can I? Oh, well, can I send? Oh, can we do business? Can I? I'll give them the benefit just because I'm nice. Then they pull their shit, and I'm like, you too, right? Exactly, right. Oh, you got. Oh, your business is thriving. Oh, we're gonna let's talk business. Da, 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 da. And then y'all talk business, or that you never talk business because they full of shit, and they just like. Oh well, yeah. Let's go out tonight, Virgo. We turning up, da 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 da. And it's really to get you to go out so they can get in for free, or it's really to just be like, oh, let's do business so that they can try and get you to do all the business so they can have something to stand on and they don't want to do it here to work type of thing. And you like have to cut this person off and then everybody has something to say about Virgo. Oh, she is. Oh, they Virgo that she ain't let me. She said she was gonna do business with me and she didn't do it and da 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 da. She faking. Da, 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 da. As soon as you cut people off and they have a bunch of shit to say, people tell themselves and not just stand there. Exactly. I feel like that's what you. It's like, all right, cut off. I'm done with it. And then, oh, Virgo, this, and that. And you're like, yeah, okay, but you're still not gonna get in the club with me, though. But you're still not going. But we still not doing business together. Though. I feel like that's what it with the fierce card, with the you always having your guard up, always having to battle. I'm pretty sure, Virgo, you're ready to put that sword down. And the way I feel like here with the creating thoughtful plans and reflecting on those situations, it's to keep the circle small. They say I am not who I am. I say I am. I'm not. Exactly. People always want to like go for your character when they can't use you for your resources and for their benefit. But the way to get through this, to get to this, she who thrives. I don't even think. Thank you for the follow. I don't even think you need me to say this. I don't even think you need me to say this, but I'm gonna say it for the people in the back. Okay, the way that you thrive through the situation is just keeping that circle small. The people that you know, your day ones, and sometimes I'll be honest. Sometimes the day ones be the shicey too. But at least you can keep it. You know what I'm saying? The things that you got to experience with them, you just got to experience with them, right? If your day ones are shicey or whatever, the day will come where it shows. The real Slim Shady, please stand up. But it will show with them. But this is how you do it. This is how you do it, Virgo. I'm not telling you how to do anything with your life. You're gonna do what you want to do. I know that. Not even the day ones. Listen, however it need to go, however you want to do it. Like if it's keeping a small circle of people you know are for you, then that's what it is. And even the new people that show up are under surveillance. Like they just are. They can't. They don't have any access to your generosity, Virgo. They have no access to it. None. Let's pull some cards because I feel like I'm talking a lot. I feel like I'm talking a lot, but yeah, they have no access to your resources, Virgo. I mean, you have to be the one to give it to them. So I feel like in the past you've been generous. In the past you've been like, all right, I see what I can do with you. I help you out. And even still, I feel like you was like a little bit with it, like, I see, and then it's like, hey, man, ain't none of y'all no real people. Like none of y'all are real. None of y'all, I don't even want to say like none of y'all real. None of y'all are genuine. None of y'all are honest. The Ascension was a sight seeing intuition. I can read your thoughts. Well, no, seriously, I feel like that's you. That's you, Virgo. You like, we'll see. You look like you want some bullshit. I don't know. And that's that fierce energy that you have. That's that, oh, we can battle if you want to battle. Oh, if we can battle if you want to battle. I know what battle looks like. I know what battle preparation looks like. Like I feel like that's you. I know what it looks like when you really just want to take. what I have. You know what I'm saying? When you really just want to, like, I feel like people who wanted to get in the club with you, for example, just wanted to be the one to get to know everybody you knew. But really, it was just your energy that got you to be this person. Your energy attracts all these people to where you get in the club for free. And it's just an example, right? Just an example with the club thing. But they wanted to become you. They wanted to be the one to get everybody in the club. So they're trying to get to know everybody you get to know, and everybody who say something to you, they want to say something. They want to get to know the bartender, the club owners, and everything. Look at this: 9 of Cups in the Wheel of Fortune. Happiness. The wheel is turning in your favor. I mean, honestly, Virgo, it's just it's just evident. Okay, it's just evident. Like, your happiness comes from the simple fact that even when you knew, right, even when you knew, and this is for everybody, even if you're not a Virgo, because I feel like in a lot of these I said that you knew in the beginning, you knew that person, you knew that thing wasn't, you knew it wasn't going to work out, you know what I'm saying? And even still, you gave your generosity, you gave your heart, you literally, like, you giving yourself to these people, these things. And I feel like, Virgo, for you, you're receiving so much. Your will is turning so much from the fact that I feel like this sword that you use, you don't even just use it for yourself. I feel like you used it for your friends. You used it for those so-called friends, people that showed up in your life on your doorstep. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you let people sleep on your couch. You have you stood up for people in different situations, Virgo. You've done the thing, and I feel like happiness. This returning to yourself, returning to your happiness, returning. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it so much. My bloodline comes from Fortuna. She's the goddess of fate. Listen, yeah. And I feel like your fate is literally right here. It's kind of what I was getting onto. This wheel is turning for you. This wheel of fate is definitely turning for you. You're returning to yourself, you're returning to your happiness because you've protected yourself in a way. Like, here, you have protected yourself. Like, even you let people show their true colors. And I feel like that's a way to learn. See, you're good. You that's a way to learn, right? Like, you've allowed people to show their true colors. You've allowed people to show their true colors. You're like, okay, yeah, I'll help you if you're serious about getting help. I'll help you with your business if you're serious about your business. But if you're not, but people have showed their true colors. Some people are not ready for, some people not built for what you have. And I feel like that's kind of like, duh, like, duh. Some people are just not ready for what you have, but they want what you have. And I feel like you're that person where you like, oh, you want a piece of what I got, or you want something like it. You want to build your own business. I'll help you. I'll show you the way. I'll show you the way. I'll let you. Okay, you know what I'm saying. All right. You want to make it happen? Let's make it happen. And I feel like some people, they didn't want to make it happen. They just wanted what you have. And I feel like it was like, okay, well then no, you can't have what I got. You got to create your own. And then people are like, oh well, well I keep saying Virgo because they be gatekeeping and they don't share they this and they don't share they that. No, and you get away from those people. And you get away from those people. And yes, the Wheel of Fortune definitely moves depending on the intentions. And I feel like, Virgo, your intentions have always been to just be be yourself, protect your energy, protect what you have, protect the things that you have, and just be yourself. Be yourself. I feel like you've been and you're right. And you're right in the sense whose comment that was. You are right because for some Virgos, and I feel like this is for some of everything, like some Pisces, some Scorpios, some Virgos, some Cancers, some, you know what I'm saying? Some Tauruses, some Capricorns. Some of us aren't nice. Some of us aren't nice. Some of us, you know what I'm saying? Virgo, or such and such ain't this and ain't that, and then we'll go right back toe to toe. You know what I'm saying? Well, that bitch ain't this. You know what I'm saying? And then the wheel starts turning, and we start losing things, and you know what I'm saying? Because our focus is on the wrong things. But here with the 9 of Cups, with it coming with the 9 of Cups here, I feel like the wheel is turning in your favor. The wheel is turning because you have said, hey, if you want me to help you, I'll help you. But if you don't want the help, I don't have anything for you. That's why I got my bloodline abilities. It wasn't mine. I have a shitload of cousins, but I earned. but I earned it. LOL. No, for real. And for real, no, seriously with that, because I'm gonna tap in on that for a second because that's so true. We have all this family, right? We have all this bloodline. We have all like these streams of people, and all of us are not the same. None of like we're not the same. Like some of my family members are super negative, super combative, super like, oh, they'll get a smoke to whoever. And I'm more so, you're not about to throw me off of my square. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna throw me off my square. I am so solely focused on the growth of myself and mental health and helping people and that kind of thing. And a lot of times in family, you get burned for that kind of thing. You get burned for being that person. You get burned for trying to be smart or trying to look like you smart or better than everybody type of thing. Anyway, I digress on that one because I can just start going off, and I don't want to start going off. Let's get a Ganesha for you, Virgo. This is amazing energy because I just feel like in a world full of snakes, right? In a world full of snakes, because of your fierceness, you attract so many different kinds of people. There's so many snakes in the world, and I feel like you've managed them. I feel like you have managed yourself in them because I know that you know that with all of these people around you, there are snakes in the grass. And that's where you get this she who battles, like holding that knife at your side, saying, hey, hey, I'm not about to let you play me out of what I have. You're not going to give the keys away to everything that you have, Virgo. You're not going to give it away to people who don't deserve it from you because I feel like you can feel, you can see who's trying to take from you, who just wants you to give them the scoop. Protection. What am I talking about? What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? Even with the 20 here, the two of duality and choices and instincts, like protection. You are protected in this. It was hard, trust me. Yeah, I understand. The protection is here though with you. The protection is here. There's like protection around you. They can get close, but they can't touch you. They can't touch it. They ain't fucking with you. They can't. They could never. They could never. You ain't having none of that. Joy. Again, two. This is 11, which is two. Again, way of choices, instincts. And just like duality, your protection, the protection that you have, the universe walks with you, of course, the joy that you're experiencing, that you experience, what I want to say, the bullets that you have escaped. You have to follow your intuition. I struggle. I wouldn't invest until I saw the truth. I come from the highest source. Of course. And I feel like you've been protected in this. You protected yourself with your intuition. Yeah, with your intuition. You protected yourself with that. Virgo. Okay. Hope something resonated in there for you, Virgo. That was super cool. Honestly. Super cool. You're protected though. Like this energy right here, you're definitely protected. The universe has been protecting you. You have been doing a really good job at protecting yourself when it comes to people. But I feel like you're ready to. Excuse me. I feel like you're ready to put the swords down. I feel like you're ready for people. The only people to be around you is people that you trust, and you are definitely open. I feel like to new people, but like you're taking people a little differently. All right, Virgo. Thank you so much. I hope something resonated in that reading for you. We are moving on to Capricorn. Capricorn, what is up? We had a really good week last week. Capricorn. Y'all, I'm so hungry. After this, I'm gonna like burn me a salad. I swear, like I'm gonna eat a big, ginormous salad. I swear. Okay. Capricorn, the sacrifice of my stomach is definitely going to bring you a good reading because my ancestors like that. Stay authentic to the readings. Stay authentic to the readings. You're legit. Oh, thank you so much. I actually appreciate that. I appreciate that. I might be needing that kind of feedback because I don't be knowing. I'd be like, is this resonating for people, or am I just talking out the side of my face? Me and my ancestors over here just running our mouth. So I appreciate that. I'm so happy that it's resonated for you. And thank you for the legitimacy, that little seal. I appreciate it and take it very seriously. Thank you so much. Capricorn, let's see what's going on. Capricorn. Capricorns. The basic message here right now today is reflect and create thoughtful plans. Reflect and create thoughtful plans. Reflect and create thoughtful plans. You are out again with the she who aches. She who aches. Actually, I'm gonna do a little things a little differently for you, Capricorn, because I'm tired of seeing the same cards, and I don't want to continue to pull the same energy. So we're gonna start with the Urban Tarot, just so we can get some complex messages for you, Capricorn. Let's go. One more shuffle. Let's go. 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck there for you. Some new things coming is what I'm getting. Some new things. Some new things. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it so much. The Fool card. All right. Capricorn. I said it. I'm feeling something new coming. There's a new you're taking a new leap of faith. You have an ancestor. There's an ancestor with you though here with the Fool card. And I know that the Fool card always is it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It's the same in some situations, but your ancestor, your guide right here, has a little halo around its head there. Show it to YouTube here. There's a halo around that ancestor. That's your ancestor there. There's an ancestor there with you, here with you. Of course, you know that you have a spiritual team being. But they're literally guiding you to this new thing, Capricorn, this new space, this leap of faith, this new thing that you're tapping into, Capricorn. Mm-hmm. Let me grab some more cards. You could be reflecting on a past situation that you took a leap of faith on. Something new could be coming in for you. Let's get some more cards. See what's up. The Five of Pentacles. There could have been there could be an issue with something. Let's get some more cards and see what's going on here, Capricorn. There could be some issues in something. There could be you could have taken a leap of faith and it caused more issues. You know what I'm saying? It could have caused more issues. And the little dog, I have a picture of my grandfather and my little dog. They are vicious. Oh wow, wow. That could resonate in that way for you, and I'm happy if it does. Help you get something out of it, or you get some kind of communication when it comes to that. But in this case, I'm feeling like something caused worries for you. Something caused instability of. It could be finances. I'm not getting that. I'm really getting Five of Cups, like issues in emotional space, but it could have caused you some financial issues. Something could have caused you financial issue, and it could have been you took with the Fool card. You took a leap of faith on creating a business, being an entrepreneur, quitting your job, starting something new. It's safety. I have people stalking me outside. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. Well, that's crazy. That's crazy. I hope you find some resolution. That's ridiculous. People need to find something to do. But yeah, there's some worry that's going on here, some leap of faith that you took, something that you did. You were guided here, though. I want you to know that. I want you to know, Capricorn, you were guided here. This thing was kind of meant to happen for you. Yeah, you were guided here. You were guided to this cliff, to to this new phase, this new thing that's showing up for you. But it's brought worry. It brought worry. I feel like you already made that leap of faith. I feel like you already took it with the full card. This is like I keep reading this as in the past because of the reflect here. The reflect stepped off on something, and it brought more issues. It brought more issues. It was kind of like I quit my job. Look, yeah, it was kind of like it's giving that energy. Like you quit your job, and then all of a sudden there were more issues. Not all of a sudden, because obviously, if you quit your job, it's gonna without another one, it's gonna bring a little bit of financial issues here. But yeah, I feel like you took a leap of faith. It brought you more issues, but in the end, guess what happens? There's new stages here that ends up happening for you. There's a new stage of passion. There's a new passionate project that's coming out for you. Because there's create thoughtful plans with the Four of Swords at the bottom. Yeah, it's been hard, but I wasn't going to stay in a toxic place. Yeah, no, that part. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. But with the Prince of Wands, this is something that you're going to there's going to be something new opening up for you if it hasn't opened up for you already. There's going to be something new. There's going to be a passion project. I don't know if it's opening up for you or if you're going to open it up for yourself. But with the Fool card here, I feel like this is something that you're opening up for yourself. Something that you're going to decide to do that's going to open a new passion project for you, Capricorn. Now they will offer me to partner up with the job I quit. Right. Let's hope that it's something that's more along. What I'm getting is something that's more along, something that you're passionate about, something that you will enjoy doing, something that's better than that what you left because you were always meant to leave. You were always meant to take that step off the curb. You were never meant to stay in that situation, especially if it's a job that isn't that's toxic and hasn't, which is a lot of company jobs. Like if it's not your own thing, and even when you create, I feel like this is a sidebar. If you are creating a business and you're hiring people, try and make sure you're not creating environments where there is like hierarchies or I mean, of course, you have to have a manager and employees and blah 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 and janitors and all this other stuff. But try and hire people who aren't like power hungry. Pay attention to the people that you hire with this Prince of Wands energy because you're going to have something of your own. You're going to open something of your own. You're going to have that. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm going to get off the dream job soon. Yeah, you guys are definitely going to get offered a dream job soon, even if it's not because it could go both ways, right? You could either be creating the dream job for yourself, or yeah, you could be getting the dream job that you've always wanted and going into a company or whatever. But it's definitely going to be a passion project. Something that you went through before has definitely caused you to. I'm going to do that. Oh no, I already did that. Sorry about that. That was loud. It did definitely cause you to have some worry. It put you in a situation. I feel like this is also like recent past energy with the Five of Pentacles. It calls for you to have some worry. It calls for you to it could be medical. It could have been medical. It could be mental because medical is still mental issue. You know what I'm saying? It could have caused you to be a little depressed or second guess yourself. It could have been so toxic that it caused you health issues or mental issues. And by mental, I just mean like just being down and out, depressed, like, I don't want to go into this job because it's so toxic or whatever. Let's pull some cards so I'm not talking out the side of my neck. But there's new stages here opening for you. There's a new passionate beginning, with the Prince of Wands. That's happening for you. This is definitely like where you've always wanted to be. Me right now, okay? Stressed, all right? Okay, like I understand. I literally understand. I do what y'all mean, like right now. Like my job, I just like, The other day, I was like on the brink of like quitting. Like I just don't want to be here. Like, but I get it. So this leap of faith that you took, it could have been like for me, I don't know why I keep putting myself and telling y'all my personal business, but hey, I moved to an entire different state. I literally hopped off the porch. I hopped off the porch and it definitely brought more issues. It brought more issues. And I know spiritual leader and master healer. I'm stressed and I stress my job is stressing me and I've been sick, depressed, and I literally almost quit. And absolutely, no, literally, I get it. But now I'm applying for a job now in the same company. Oh goodness, like a different sector, I hope. But yeah, whatever this new thing is, this new job is definitely going to bring you some dream, passionate project type of thing. Now, I don't know how it's gonna, how if it's gonna be a struggle. Let's get some more cards. If it's gonna be a struggle in even in that sector or whatever, but there's always going to be, you know what I'm saying? There's always going to be okay. The King of Cups here. There's always going to be, and I feel like this is King of Cup energy too. There's always going to be issues, right? We understand that. Without realizing I was helping people at the same time, that part. It's always going to be issues at work, right? Even if you run your own company, there's always going to be stressful things at work. It's just the thing, especially when you're working on, even when you're working in a passion project, even doing these readings that I enjoy doing so much. Sometimes I'm trying to figure out like how to get it all on one phone. It was a whole thing. So I had to use my camera and my computer. But this leap of faith that you took, quitting your job, moving, whatever the leap of faith was, Capricorn, it literally was meant to happen. Yes, move accordingly, using discernment. Exactly. It was meant to happen. And I feel like this leap of faith you took it using your discernment with the king of cups, with the king of cups here. Like he was like, okay, I'm not happy here. I'm making a leadership position. I mean, a leadership. I'm making a leadership decision right now that this isn't the place for me, and I have to go. It's time for me to go. Even if I don't have a backup, even if I have to figure some things out, even if everything falls apart, right? Even if everything falls apart, which they did, even if everything falls apart, right? This is what I'm going to do, because reflecting on past jobs that has also ended up that way. All of these jobs, and we're on jobs. This is about jobs, Capricorn. It's about working. I know how you are about your money. um, they have definitely. I feel like they have definitely, like you've seen this over and over again, and you're not willing to deal with it, especially because I am Hispanic. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. People just want to be disrespectful. People just think that they can run over you. People just think that, but you're like, hey, look, this isn't the space for me. I'm out of here. You made a leadership decision. You made a pimp decision, is what we like to call it. You made a pimp decision. You was like, yeah, this isn't for me. You understood like where you calmed your own waters here with the king of cups. While I was trying to tap my notifications to go to YouTube, this was no coincidence. Absolutely no coincidence. And it's so funny because I'm on YouTube Live as well for the first time today. Like, thank you for the follow. Yeah, so you would have caught me either way, even if you got on YouTube. I had just signed a lease and it didn't have backup plan, but I still have faith. That's exactly what it is. Like you literally calming your own waters. You're finding your own resolutions to things right here with the jumping off this with the full card, with the jumping out. You're making it happen, but things definitely go wrong, right? Like things, and I don't. Let's not say things go wrong. You are worried about things. Wow, let me go subscribe. It's at House of Charvet on both things. Whether you want to follow me on TikTok, for people for YouTube, it's House of Charvet. It's House of Charvet on TikTok and YouTube. Okay, so you can find me big. Um, but yeah, this could be just worry. You're worried about how things are going to turn out now that you have uprooted your life. At the blink of an eye, people have talked shit about me saying I'm lazy and blah blah blah. But why say exactly? People will say anything to try to like get your character to be whatever, especially at work. At work, listen, look, me telling you my personal things again. This guy, he's young. He's like 18, and he's like he does this thing where he's aggressive with his flirt. Like he just walk up to you, stare at you, type of aggressive thing. And I don't play that. I'm a grown woman. I don't play that. I don't play that. I don't entertain that. And he's like, oh yeah, when people just think they're so cute. And I'm like, oh, really? Are we projecting? Are we mirroring? Like, yeah, so people will say whatever they want to say about you to try to like get your character down when they feel threatened by you or like you're not giving them the attention that they deserve. Okay, like these old folks 20 years and getting paid nothing. Of course. Exactly. Relatable. I got called lazy while having a chronic condition, shaking my head. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying. Y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all get it. Y'all definitely get it. But this is you worried about what will happen, right? If you're still in that situation, if you're still at that job, this is you wonder worried about what will happen if I quit? What will happen if I stop? What will happen to my my business, my benefits? What would happen to, you know what I'm saying? What would happen if I quit? And I feel like the universe is kind of telling you like it's going to all work out because you're meant to quit. You're meant to see your worth in this situation. And the minute that you make a decision, and I don't want to convince anybody to do anything that they're not ready to do. Literally make your decision on your own. But the minute that you literally tell the universe, I deserve more, they give you more. I promise. Even moving here, there's worry, right? There's worry. I was worried about a lot of things, but I'm literally gaining. I'm literally gaining. It's my home life. Moms can't quit. Right? No, literally. Let me get your other cards. Literally, like you're worried about, hey, how do I quit my job when I'm the one that's supplying the food to my kids? I'm the one, like literally, in all these cards. I feel like that's how it's. And I'm not going to take all of it. Well, maybe I'll keep them all, but I feel like uh, right, it's worry. It's like how am I going to get through this if I quit? What will I do if I quit? What will my kids do if I quit? Why like where can I, you know what I'm saying? How can I make this work? What can I do to make this work? How can I do a smooth transition or whatever? But the universe is telling you, if you like they will literally push you out. And they will literally push you out. Literally, and I feel like if it's not literally losing your job, somebody will piss you off so bad to where you don't even notice you quit your job until you are in your car driving down the highway. You're like, hey, I just quit. I just walked out. I just left. Like that, I feel like the universe is kind of trying to tell me to tell you, but I'm scared to tell you this because I don't want to be responsible. But um, uh, there is no way for this to work out. There is no oh sorry. There is no working it out with these people. There's no making this disrespect work for you. There is no collaboration. There's no salvage. You will be disappointed. You will be feeling like you're missing something. You will be feeling like I have everything but what I need. Yes, he will reward you with something bigger. Trust. Yes, definitely will. If there is no resolving. You know what I'm saying? When people disrespect you, there is no, well, let me see if I can work it out. There's no, let me see if I can work it out. I can work it out with this person. All I gotta do is ignore them. All I gotta do is no. The universe is saying these people, this situation is I'm sorry to say, but beneath you. It is like in the most respect, the devil card at the bottom of the deck. Okay, this thing is beneath you. It's going to just take from you, not me getting the phone call in the middle of the message. Plus, ramen wasn't that bad. I was broke. Listen, them ramen noodles slap when you hungry. You know how your mom tell you ain't hungry if you ain't gonna go eat what's in there. Thank you for the gift. I appreciate it, Charity. You ain't hungry if you don't go in there and eat what's in there. And then it's like, oh, I don't want to quit because I ain't gonna be able to afford this and I ain't gonna be able to afford that. And then like when you in a struggle and then you like, dang, I'm just gonna get some noodles, and you get some noodles, and they fill you up, and you'll be cool. It's okay. Like we definitely have to go through some struggles sometimes with this Five of Pentacles here. We definitely do. But if we stay in situations, right? If we stay in situations that aren't for us, that disrespect us, that bring us more moon card energy of going through obstacles and having to fight for our position and prove ourselves, and they putting you and your coworkers against each other because they want y'all to battle it out. We have lows and highs in life. It's always be proud. Yeah. Yeah, and I've experienced jobs like that where they thrive. They get a kick out of having two people go against each other for a position. Just give the person the position that deserves it, right? Like just do the right thing. Like people don't have to like it don't have to be all of that. Just choose somebody. Don't make two people like tear each other apart. Don't make two people tear don't you know what I'm saying. You get y'all get what I'm saying. I know y'all get what I'm saying. I'm going to Capricorn. I feel like we all we all feel your reading right now. We all feeling it. I'm going to get you some Ganeshas. Uh, but yeah, this job isn't worth it. This place isn't worth it. These people, they're not worth it. They're not worth you staying. This company isn't worth you. You know what I'm saying? You sticking around just to be abused in the end. And Capricorn, I feel like for you, yeah, I feel like you, yeah. Even if you aren't the one that's experiencing the turmoil, I feel like you see the bullshit in the company. Humbleness, decision. I might as well go home. I might as well go home. Wait, I'm already at home. I might as well go home. Wholeness in the decisions that you make forward with stability and with the regaining control, literally regaining control of your stability by saying, no, I deserve more than this, more than this. Wholeness with your decision. You make a decision to say, absolutely not. I'm not dealing with the bullshit. I'm not sitting in this. I'm not dealing with your disrespect. I'm not dealing with the low payments and no raises. I'm not dealing with the, you know what I'm saying, with the you promoting every shady entitled little thing that walks into this place, and I'm getting looked over every single time. You're not dealing with that no more. You're making a decision to say, hey, I'm not dealing with I'm not dealing with this no more. I'm not dealing with less than what I deserve. And it makes you whole. Yeah, I wish there was papers around to throw up in the air and then walk out. I mean, that's basically what I did. I know on YouTube you guys can kind of see me like do the whole backup thing. You can kind of hear my chair, but like literally the decision makes you whole. This decision makes you whole. This decision makes you whole. This decision makes you whole. Makes you whole because you don't have to deal with anything that you don't want to deal with. You don't have to deal with anything that you don't want to deal with. If you say you deserve more, you will receive more because you will not accept anything under what you deserve. Now, if you want to sit and you want to stay in this job until you find you another job, that's responsible. That's a responsible thing to do. You don't have to just quit without anything. You know what I'm saying? Walking into this worry energy. But even still, I feel like you're worried about it. You're like, hey, I gotta find me another job. Like, where I'm gonna get another job that pay me? I've been with this company for 8 years. I done got, you know what I'm saying? I make $28 an hour. I make $30 an hour. Where the hell I'm gonna find a job that I can enter in for $30 an hour? And you know what I'm saying? But the Prince of Wands though, there is. There is. I feel like even if it's not making $30 an hour, it's something that you're passionate about. It's something that you can grow in. It's somewhere where people say, "Hey, I'm gonna start you. You know, you was making $30 an hour. I can afford that. I can start you at $23 an hour. But we can. If we're gonna give you a raise, we can. There's opportunities to grow, and you kind of like, hmm. And then you go into the job and there's passion. You love the job. You love the people. It's the environment is great. Then you get a raise. Then you get a promotion. And then you VP, then you own the company. You know, this is the kind of energy I feel like is where this is going. I'm getting the offer of my life. That's exactly what's going to happen. It's go even if it doesn't start out as the best thing, it's going to grow into the best thing because you are going to be passionate about it. You're going to love it. This is something that you're going to stand for. This suit and tie, and we're pointing like literally, this is something that you are going to be passionate about. This is something that you're going to know. Hey, this works. This is something that is worth investing in. This is going to be something that you can preach to your friends and family that hey, you should look into my company. You know what I'm saying? You should not to work, but to get whatever the resource is. Oh, you should look into my company. You should look into, I'm working with this company and we help people do this. You should look into it. You know what I'm saying? You're working even on your off days and not like working, but you're like promoting your business because it's something that you're passionate about. That stopped talking to me because they thought I was broke and hadn't been offered. Look, that's their problem. That is a them problem. That is a them problem. Even if my friends are broke, I do not care. As long as you don't use me as your financial foundation. If I have it, I will definitely help my friends. But I'm just saying, like, I don't care about my friends. Bro. Your financial status has absolutely nothing to do with me. If you are mentally intelligent enough to ride with me, then we are friends. And that's how I move about everybody. That's why I'm very little. A very, very small circle. Very small circle. All right, Capricorn. I hope something resonated in there for you because it resonated for all of us, Capricorn or not. I knew my vision, nothing else mattered. Exactly. 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 All right. Taurus. Taurus, we're ending out with Taurus. We've been here for 2 hours. Taurus, we're gonna give you our our energy to finish you out with Taurus. If you are here, I just first of all, I just want to say I appreciate you guys, whether you are on YouTube or TikTok. YouTube, this is my first time doing live on YouTube, and I'm already like I appreciate everybody here. You should be a life coach. That's how I roll. Yes, I'm a Sag. Okay, Sag, look, Sag, we're not even doing fire signs, and Sag is here resonating with it. So we love that for us. Uh, you should be a life coach. It's funny. It's funny because I'm trying to be somewhat of that. I'm trying to be somewhat of that. I'm trying to be I'm not gonna say, but a life coach is funny and definitely resonates with me. Oh well, my message was in Capricorn. Well, look, that's like perfect. It's like perfect. If it resonates, it is for you, whether you are a Capricorn or not. And definitely check those other signs because the Capricorn placement might just be rocking for real for you because you have Capricorn in your chart somewhere, right? You have to have a Capricorn somewhere. Podcast in the making. We will work together. Listen. All right, y'all ready, Taurus? Taurus, are you ready? Are you ready? And y'all remember that we are here every Sunday, okay? We are here every single Sunday. Every single Sunday. I try to come around the same time unless I have to work on Sunday, and then it's whenever I get off. I think next week I'll work, but I get off at 12, so it'll be still around the same time. I usually come on here around like 12 o'clock, and if not 12, then around 4. I haven't done a Sunday reading at night. I did a fire and air sign one time on a Tuesday at nighttime. I love the vibe. So I'm trying to remember, like I'm trying to do you guys' reading at nighttime because I have like the blue and purple lights on and it's just like a whole vibe. But I digress. Taurus, we won't waste any more of your time. Let's do this. Oh. She who hopes, she who creates, reflect and create thoughtful plans is the message. Love, hope, relationships. Okay, Taurus. We're trying to date. We're trying to date. Um, creativity, originality, spontaneity. I'm getting that message from last week of, you know what I'm saying? You might be able to find new relationships when you go out and do new things, Taurus. When you be spontaneous, when you say, hey, I'm just going to say yes to going out. I'm just going to say yes to going out and have a good time. She who whispers, secrets, confessions, confidant. I feel like you're looking for someone that you can confide in, Taurus, whether it be a relationship or a friend. You're looking for someone that you can confide in, someone who you can create with, someone who you can be spontaneous with. Um, in the past, I feel like you know who you want now, Taurus. I feel like you know exactly who you want now. I feel like you're creating this person. I feel like you're creating this. You're creating. You're building a bitch. Okay. Yes. All you gotta do is say yes. Yeah. All you gotta do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel. Let me undress you, baby. Open up your mind and just. Hey, that's the jam. Okay. But yes, you are creating you someone. I feel like you're creating you a person. You're meeting someone new and you're keeping this person under wraps, okay? With the she who whispers. And I know that it's kind of like cliche, kind of like right there, but I'm just picking it up for y'all. I feel like you are meeting you someone new. There's someone that you meet or you've met and you're keeping them a secret, Taurus. You're keeping them a secret. You're keeping them away from your friends with the claws. You're keeping them away from your parents who like to scare people off, who thinks nobody's good enough for you. I'm getting that kind of energy away from your friends. You're keeping them a secret. You're kind of going through this dating phase. And I feel like you're doing this, Taurus, because you don't want to come out of that honeymoon phase too soon. Like things could get really serious with you, Taurus. Like if you like somebody and that person is giving you that same energy, reciprocal, uh, then you are like ready. You're all in. You're like, okay, we're gonna do this, then we're doing it. We're gonna do this, and we're doing it. And I feel like things can get really serious. And I feel like, in a lot of times in the past, with relationships going that way, you find a lot of things you don't like about that person. You find a lot of things that you like. Hold on, wait. And I feel like it's serious too soon. And I feel like now, Taurus, you're keeping things under wraps. You're keeping it a secret. Not a secret. It's not a secret. You're just keeping that person like over here. Like this is my life with everybody, all my friends and stuff like over here. But I'm gonna keep my person over here. I'm gonna keep my person over here because I want to keep them to myself for a little while. Like I feel like when you introduce people to your friends, when you introduce people to your family, it automatically becomes okay. So when y'all getting married, and when y'all gonna have kids, and when y'all gonna do this, and when y'all gonna let's go on a couples trip, and let's do this and let's do that, and it's like this new person that you have, and then now you have to share them with all these people, and now they got this person, your new person, thinking, damn, like we just started talking, and she already trying to get married, when really that wasn't even your thought process or what you said. It's just when you introduce people to your family, they automatically think marriage, kids, babies, like they already automatically think that. And I feel like that's why you're keeping this person kind of over here. It's kind of like, no, girls always want to move in the next day. Literally. Literally. That's exactly what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. Like people just sometimes your dictators are your family. Yeah, that's true too. That's true too. That's true too. Like they just want to pull the claws out. Like your sister just want to be like, well, ain't you the girl from such and such? Oh, because you look like this girl who this, and they scare your people away. And you're kind of like, okay, let me keep my person over here. Towards like, let me keep my person over here because I want to actually build a relationship. I want to explain to them who my people is before they meet them, so they can understand what it is. You don't want to mess this up. I feel like you're learning and you can just creating thoughtful plans. You're the spontaneity of going out with this person and being like, okay, I feel like that's what it's going to cost for this person too. I feel like this person is very spontaneous. They're very creative. They're very I'm hearing they are a breath of fresh air for you. They're a breath of fresh air. I'm scared. I don't know about love. It'd be like that. It'd be like that sometimes. For real, it do. That's why she hopes. She hopes. But this person though is very and so yeah, you could be taking this slow, but they're very spontaneous. They like to go out. They like to have a good time. They like to they're lighthearted. Dang, this resonating too. So this has to leap of faith for me. That is funny. Y'all are funny. Y'all are hilarious. But Yeah, you have this person. They're very creative. They're very spontaneous, and I feel like even if you did introduce them to your people, they would be very understanding. They wouldn't take it like most people have taken it in the past with the relationships that you've been in. This person is very open. They're very do it, have a spiritual. Okay, yes, girl, take the leap. You won't regret it. You will not regret it. You will not regret it at all. But this person is very open. They're very, very open and willing. You know, even like I say, even if you introduce this person to your people, they would definitely think it's funny. Like they would think it's funny. They'd be like, "Don't even worry about it. Like I get it. I got a family too." And I feel like other people though have been scared off by your family. This person wouldn't even be scared. But I feel like you're protecting your person. I'm just curious. Is she in the energy? It's who in the energy? It's scary in them streets, girl. No, literally, I get that. It is definitely scary out there in these, especially out here in these Georgia streets. I'm gonna tell you, it's a little. But yeah, this person, no, this person, this new person, whether they are in your life now or you are experiencing them later, they are very understanding person, and you know you have a right to protect them from, you know what I'm saying, your family up until you ready for them to experience uh, who your people is. Taurus. Okay, let me get my cards together for this. Let me get them together because they having a problem right now. All right. But yes, you're protecting your person regardless. Like you, and I feel like that energy that they give you, that spontaneous, understanding energy that they give you is what has you trying to protect them from your people. Two cards fell, so you know I'm gonna go get them. And did you say yes to me? I'm not. I'm not sure. Y'all confusing me now. I'm confused, y'all. I'm not gonna hold you up. Will I prosper in the things? Oh yeah, I don't answer like the little question, the personal questions, because I can't pull cards on them. It's going to take me too long. We've already been on the live for 2.5 hours. Um, but Queen of Wands and the Lover's energy, you are protecting your person. You are protecting this person with the Lover's card and the Queen of Wands being the public defender. You are protecting this person. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it so much. And guys, if you haven't already, okay, what questions are you doing? I'm not doing any questions. I'm sorry. If you are here and you haven't followed already, go ahead and give us a follow. So we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and I have some things up my sleeve when we get there. But yes, you are publicly defending, right, with the Queen of Wands. You are defending and protecting your person, this person. You're keeping the secret from your family, and I feel like this is a lighthearted energy. I don't feel like it's like something too bad. For some of us, it might be like super protection. Like, oh no, you can't meet my family because they're not nice people and they always think of the worst and they always bringing up terrible shit about me and da 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 da. You know, it could be that. But for some of us, I'm really feeling like this is lighthearted energy. Like this person though, this that might be the lightheartedness that I'm feeling. This person is very lighthearted. They're very supportive. They're understanding. They understand family, even if they're not the nicest people, or even if they are mean or trying to like push people away because they want you to be alone, or you know what I'm saying, or they have a very very wicked sense of humor. This person is understanding, and I feel like you're protecting them from that because you're like, my family crazy, okay? My family is crazy. My family is crazy. You like my family is crazy, and so I just want you to be sure that you want to meet them because they can really be a piece of work. I feel like that's where you are with this. That's where you are with this Taurus. Let's get you some more cards. I'm gonna pull some of these traditional tarots. Gotta protect the person you love. Very true. And I feel like if you don't protect the person that you love, they would definitely feel it. So if that's reversed, right? It could, because it could be reversed. This person could be protecting you from their family. You could be the person, that the understanding. You have to, you know what I'm saying? But definitely protect the people that you love. If your family, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's what this is. That's what this keeping them under wraps is. I feel like that's you protecting your person, the person that you are, that you get the person that you're falling in love with, the person that you're in a relationship with. But yeah, your person again could be protecting you from their people. You could be like, well, why this person so secretive? And why they don't break up their people? And why, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh shit, you just gave me a message. I know who she is. Okay. Okay then. All right. I'm happy that something resonates in here for you. I'm so happy it is. Um, but this person could definitely be protecting you as well. Could be given that Queen of Wands, public defender energy. And look, y'all, all right, look, I'm about to leave. I'm about to leave. I'm about to leave because the Queen of Wands is out here again. Protected energy. This is beautiful. Just beautiful. Queen of Wands out again from the traditional tarot deck. Sunflowers here with the black cat. You're definitely you're protecting this person, or this person is protecting you. Your relationship with this person is protected. Um, Either you're protecting them, they're protecting you, or the universe is protecting your union together. Taurus. I mean, it's not even a coincidence that the lovers came out here today. Like, it's not even a coincidence that it came out. With the two of wands at the bottom of the deck. You, y'all let me know how these relationships go. With the page of wands out as well. This is a new relationship. It's a new stage. It's something that you're doing. Yeah, it's been hell. I understand. This is a new stage. This is a new passion. This is a new relationship with someone new. Uh, Someone new is being protected, or it is protected by the universe. Whichever one, whichever one resonates with you. Whether you're protecting them from your people, someone new. Yeah, it could be someone new. It could be, or it could be someone. Oh, you let me know how it resonates for you. But it's protected. The union is protected, whether it's you protecting or them protecting you or the universe protecting the both of you in this situation. And what I mean, like it could be someone new, or it could just be a new way that you are approaching the situation with someone you love by protecting them from, the people who have chased your people away in the past. Love story in the making. There we go. Healing. Ah, there's some healing going on. Okay. Let me get one more. This is healing here you have. You may be protecting, or they may be protecting your relationship to go through some healing, or you guys may be protecting your relationship to heal from some family wounds. You could be healing from family wounds here. I feel like there's a peacock here, and for some reason, I'm drawing a blank on decision. Look, like it just keeps coming out. Your decision to protect these, to protect, uh, yeah, the peacock girl. Yeah, that's why I was like, the peacock is like sticking out. Um, my phone. Okay. But the decision, and like, look, I got a peacock over there. I'm a peacock feather over there. I don't know if you guys can see it right here. But the decision to protect the relationships heals how you run your relationship. It heals it. It heals you in a way. Wow, peacock is my favorite. Oh, awesome. I have peacock tattoo, and I always say whoever is the one that's getting the peacock feather. That's cute. You know what? Like I feel like peacock, but not too many, right? Not too many, but peacock feathers at a wedding, not too many, right? Like not too many, but like so cute, so cute, just cute. Well, but the way that this new thing that you do with your relationships and how you run your relationships brings you healing in a way. It's kind of like you feel a little more relaxed. That was my wedding. Literally, that's so crazy. That's so crazy. Um, that's crazy. I know she's in the live. Well, this healing though, it brings healing to you. How you run your relationships. I feel like you feel a little more relaxed. You don't feel so much. This person even I feel like it's so spontaneous. They're so original. They're so open. They assist you with the healing as well when it comes to I feel like speak up because my phone is about to die. All right, we're almost done though anyway, so it's good if it dies. It's okay. We're almost done here with Taurus, but the healing, the decision to be with this person, the decision to protect this relationship, the decision to be like, hey, I'm gonna do this a little differently, causes for healing. It causes healing in your relationship. It causes things to happen differently. When you introduce this person to your family, you guys are going to be so strong. You guys are going to be so strong together. Okay. There's stability here. There's stability. There's returning to self. There's returning to this big integration of a new life. Okay. It's crazy. I know who she is. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. Taurus. All right, T. I hope something resonated in here for everybody. I hope that something resonated in here for everybody. I thank everybody so much for being here. And I hope to see you next week. Subscribe if you have not. We're on the road to 1,000 followers. I'm also on the road to 100 followers on YouTube. So if you want to go and follow me on YouTube, it's at House of Charvet. I would deeply appreciate that. And I will be definitely still going live, people on YouTube. I will definitely be going live on here on Sundays as well. So every Sunday we do water earth signs. We start with all signs and then we move through the signs like we just did today. I didn't want to leave. I'm headed to YouTube. Oh yeah, definitely go check out my YouTube. There's some videos on there. I will be posting a reading tomorrow. Um, so we expect that probably around 10, 11 o'clock a.m. Our Eastern Standard Time, right? Pacific, whatever. I'll be posting another video to YouTube. Go head over there and check out some videos. I can go back to Sag. Um, I didn't want to leave. I'm headed to YouTube. Okay. But yeah, you guys, you can check me out on YouTube. Definitely follow me on here. We're on the road, guys. And YouTube, you'll be able to experience that reward of TikTok, of us hitting 1,000 on TikTok. I appreciate everybody here. I felt trying to feel like I'm trying to say everything I needed to say. I thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for following me. I'll follow you. Your reading was awesome. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that it resonated with you guys. Thank you for the follow, Lauren. I hope to see you guys next Sunday. You guys' energy was amazing. I really enjoyed every single reading today, which is awesome. Which is why I do water earth sign readings, because you guys are just top tier. And if you resonate with us and you're not a water or earth sign, or you have them in your top 3, I appreciate you as well. I appreciate all the signs. It doesn't matter whether you're water or earth, but water and earth signs always turn out just to be awesome for me. Awesome being here. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next reading. And to be honest with y'all, I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys later. I'm ending it on YouTube first because like